Don't get me started.
Don't get me started. Oh, shut your mouth.
Every time.
I know, I find...
It tickles you.
I love it. The music at the beginning is so perfect. Have I fucked up this camera? Have I already fucked up something? Look how much space there is this... Oh my God, everything is annoying me this week, Jeremy.
It is, yeah.
Is this the right podcast for it? Because
Yeah.
it seems like podcast/live stream. This is the place to be if you're angry about something.
And Alex is just angry.
I am. I'm an angry man that can't get my words out.
Would you like me to go and adjust the camera?
I can do it.
Go for
I
it.
can do it. It's
Go
got to
for
have
that.
more to you, yeah? To me.
To me.
To you.
I'll welcome the people in. Welcome, little cute girl in Tanzanaki. The first to chat. I'm here.
Look at that.
Says little
Perfect.
cute girl. There you go. You nailed it.
Fuck Shed Store to all, and to all of Fuck Shed Store. Yes, indeed. And I like how little cute girl drops in a flip Shed Store.
Very on brand.
I like it. I'm very pleased. Thank you for being here. Don't Get Me Started, episode 29. And as we approach Christmas, which will be next week, and we'll have a break, it'll be 30. So we might want to do something special for next week.
Yes.
I mean, I don't want to put you on the spot there, but I think we should do something special for number 30 and for it being Christmas.
Yes. Well, not only that, but there will be a little kind of Don't Get Me Started segment on the Christmas extravaganza as well.
Oh, well, we can get into that.
There'll be a little bit of double Don't Get Me Started next week.
I've decided I don't have any socks on.
You don't?
No.
You decided that, or you
Well,
noticed that?
I just noticed that. Nobody cares though. Nobody cares. It's a bit weird, don't they? But it's my house. This is my flat. Yeah, I'm not wearing any socks. What are you going to do about it? Nothing, right?
I'm wearing socks.
I'm going to put some.
Although this one, hang on. This
you know
one
what?
is the last day it will be worn.
You don't.
That's going in the bin.
You're not going to darn your socks.
Darn?
Yes. Add other material to it by a method of sewing.
No, I'm going to darn it in the other homophone. It's like,
Be like,
darn it!
darn it!
Darn it to hell.
Yeah. No, because like my mum would be like, "Are you going to darn your socks?" And I'd be like, "No, mum. I'll buy some more. Just buy some, or wait for Christmas when someone will buy some for me." Lady Sorrow's here. Hex Shed Store. And when you say we're, that means the captain can't be too far behind. Keris is here. What's this? Grambo says, "Do it in drag." Oh my God. Do you know what?
Hey, I'm not getting involved with that. This guy, he's already planning to do a stream in a towel.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, a towel is fine.
I ain't about that. Sorry.
Change the channel.
There are a great many things I will do.
I mean...
That is not...
I mean, I don't really mind.
I would do anything for... Don't get me started. But I won't do that.
I do it in... I don't know. I mean, it doesn't take much to encourage me to dress up.
Yeah. No. This is not happening. Let's make that clear. But yes, okay. Peer pressure. I will plan something special for the 30th. I thought we said on episode 25 that we would give up on the
Did we say that?
The milestone kind of thing.
Oh yeah, maybe.
And even in the back of my head, I was like, no, we're still gonna every 5 we'll be like.
Well, I thought like a 0.
How many minutes to make drag happen? More bits than you have got.
How many minutes to make drag happen? I don't know. I don't think it's going to work with the beard, and I'm not getting rid of it.
Yeah, I haven't clean shaven since August 15th, 2015.
I haven't clean shaven.
That was the last time I clean shaved, and I instantly regretted it.
I mean, I can't tell you exactly when it was, but I think I haven't clean shaven since March 2006. So,
Didn't you shave for Halloween? No, I zh'd it. There was still stubble underneath it.
You know the Joker in the original series of the Batman, the original kind of kitsch Adam West Batman,
Yeah.
the Joker.
Ow!
Yeah, that's the one. The Joker had a moustache, but he had to have the Joker face paint, so they just go straight over it. He's like, "I'm not shaving it." Like,
really?
You've got to shave. You've got to shave your moustache because we need you to be white face because you're the Joker. And they're like, he's like,
yeah,
no.
You're supposed to be like the young boyish.
Yeah. So he was like, "No, I'm not doing that." So if you look at the Joker in the I was going to say the 80s because it was out in the 80s, the 60s Batman, you'll see he just went straight over it. But yes, so I don't know what I'm going to do for the 30th. I don't know if I'm going to be dressing in a towel on playing Until Dawn. There's so many options, Jeremy, for things we could do.
There is a lot still left, even though it's the 9th of December now, and we're barreling towards Christmas. There is still a lot still to come for all of us. Across the network.
We've only just begun.
It's going to be nuts.
There's so many things. We're only just learning. We're just like like a newborn lamb that can't walk properly. That's what. Yeah, exactly like that. Well, that's what we're like.
Like Bambi on the snow or whatever.
I mean, I haven't watched it. I don't know.
I haven't watched it since I was like 6.
Yeah, bad things happen as I understand it, but I mean,
it didn't bother me so much.
Suffice to say, as you say, it's very noticeable. Are you talking about the Joker and the mustache? Oh, I love it. It's really good. I mean, but nobody cares. But I guess if I were dressed up in drag, I think if I just painted over this, I think they would notice that shit.
I'm picking up my phone.
I know you are. I think we've had enough of
something for you.
Of what I would call the preamble. Mm-hmm. But I think now we'll get into the segment we like to call This Is Happening.
In a world filled with haps and naps, two men have risen above to bring you This Is Happening.
If you look out of your window into the sky now, you'll see those This Is Happening. If you've got no light pollution, you'll see the words This Is Happening floating around like the universal symbol.
But due to the nature of how these things work, it's reversed for you because it's facing out into space.
That is correct. It cost us a lot of money. All the bits you send for us to be in drag, it really is sucking into that dollar. Now, this is the section where we can discuss what's what's snap, what's up, what's down, what's humbug, and what's a happy Christmas. It's not quite Christmas yet, though.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Yeah, what's Home Alone 1, what's Home Alone 4? So
I haven't seen Home Alone 4.
No, but I kind of went out on
the assumption, I suppose.
I went out on a limb that I would probably be okay with that analogy. But if I'd have said what's Home Alone 1, what's Home Alone 2, people...
That would have started a controversial conversation that we really don't need to get into right now.
Oh, no.
Maybe later.
Hey,
you know what?
Yeah, see where you're going with this almost immediately. What?
So, do you remember for our 10th episode...
Yes.
We did a top 10 just TV series.
Yes.
What if for episode 30, being as it's our last episode before Christmas, we do a top 10 Christmas movies? Or maybe not 10 because that's long. How about a top 5?
Each.
Yes,
top 5 Christmas movies.
We each bring our top 5 Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And we just roll with that.
Yeah. Can we put clips up or will they have a girders for that? Hey, someone's just subscribed.
Thank you for the subscription, Coppola Gray. And has launched an emote fireworks into the channel. There you go. We could probably do little clips.
Probably
get away with that.
We don't even know if we need them, but like 5. Okay, fine. I'm down with this. Christmas movies only.
Christmas movies only.
Yeah. Okay, that could be fun.
Yes.
We've discussed this before, I think, but some Christmas films aren't Christmas films.
It is. Yeah.
Effectively.
Stay tuned for more.
So that'll be 10. We'll do that. Yeah, let's do that next week. That sounds good.
My hap, says Karis, making it into the fantasy football playoffs.
Hey, that's really great. Hey, by the way, no, that's really cool because
you were part of the conversation the other day of whether or not she would make it.
Yes.
Looking at the standings and the current...
I was so interested in that. Yeah. I was much more interested in you playing fantasy football than I ever was me playing fantasy football, apart from the time I won the double. And the other time I won. But when I was losing, you making the playoffs is better than that.
I also made the playoffs.
Good for you.
I've got a bye next week.
Oh, are you in the top 2?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Good work. Really good work. So did you beat whoever this week?
I beat Martin, who is number 1.
I was going to say, you must... Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's all happened. It all happened very quickly.
It did.
I'd say it was touch and go, wasn't it, Karis? But well done. Congratulations. Hey, is this your first time in the playoffs? I have no idea.
It will be your first time in the playoffs, yeah.
Excellent work. Hard work paid off.
Can't wait to smash it.
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians. Hap. What the hell is that?
I know. I read that and I was like, well, that's something to do before next week because that sounds like something I am totally down for.
Santa Claus Conquers the Martians has to be a film, I presume. But apparently it's Hap.
If this is available on anywhere useful, Nova, Netflix, Prime, wherever, let me know. I'm even willing to subscribe to something to watch it. It's a stupid movie, says little cute girl. Well... With the title like that, can it really?
I mean, in fairness, everything you need is in the title.
God.
Hap says, actually, new computer used with today's stream.
Yes.
Yes, actually.
I saw that.
Something I was going to note down. I haven't done, but I'll remember in my brain. Excellent. Always good to have nice, new, shiny things. That's going to come up in my Hap as well. It's so bad, it's good. One of those movies, huh? One of those kind of movies. Yeah, we know them well. Do you have any haps you want to talk about?
Yeah, I suppose it's kind of slightly related to that. In slightly nap news, as you know, I had to make the decision to cancel off YouTube TV and all that kind of stuff because that was just a drain on my financial resources. And around Christmas, that's no good at all. But by virtue of doing that and not being able to make Hulu work, I found out how much free TV shit there is out there for people.
And there's a lot.
Especially in the States, which is where I digitally live. Because, like...
I digitally lived there for a while as well. Yeah.
Like Peacock and Tubi and Pluto TV. I'm like, there's so much shit on here. And I'm like, why was I paying for anything? And I went on Pluto TV and was just looking through what they had on demand. Not to mention all the stuff that they just have as channels or whatever.
Yes.
And I'm looking in the on demand. I click on TV shows. And the first thing that comes up is, I think we might have discussed it on this show before, is a show that I really, really, really like. And nobody else seems to like.
Oh, but is this Becca?
It is Becca. Which, if you're not familiar, stars Ted Danson.
Of Cheers fame.
You'll
know it, Nova. It's been Boston.
But not as like a spin-off or a sequel to Cheers in any way, shape or form.
No.
Because Ted Danson's character
is not the same.
It's not the same. And he is a doctor. And he is... an arsehole.
You're going to say he's an arsehole.
Absolute arsehole. But he's the arsehole in the best possible Jez-like kind of way. And I think I learned a lot from Becca growing up because it was on like Paramount Comedy all the time when I first got Sky.
Right.
The Paramount Comedy channel. It was just on all the time. And it's there. The whole thing is there on demand. So
that is Hap.
That's mega Hap.
That's really good. I like it.
And yeah, as Nova Chat says, it's got Terry Farrell, Dax.
He plays Dax in DS9.
She runs a coffee shop.
I love it. And Becca, Boris Becker, apparently was a bit of an arsehole as well. So maybe it's just something in the name. The tennis player, the German, the youngest Wimbledon champion, as I understand it. That's a tennis fact. Don't look it up.
Just to make sure we haven't missed it. Haps there. No, we can go straight into that one, I think.
That is Hap, by the way. Captain Sora, nice work there.
TLDR, didn't read it.
So. I'll give you the TLDR. TLDR is he got someone else's food. When he got his shopping delivered, he got an entire box of somebody else's food. Bonus food.
That is Hap.
Was it good, though? What the stuff you got? Was it like just turkey dinosaurs?
Mate, it's free. I don't give a fuck.
I mean, that's true, but I'd be curious. What I mean is if...
Free food is tasty food.
Oh, I agree, but I kind of want to look into their life and see whether the food you got was just...
Whether it's just Hap or whether it's super mega Hap.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh my God, the crunchy peanut butter? These guys know how to fucking live. So that's what I want to know. That's what I want to know.
Lots of branded stuff. Box of Heroes chocolate, Pringles chocolate bars, so many crisps.
So many crisps!
That sounds amazing.
Oh, and the best thing about that is that they are not going to come back and get them from you.
No.
Aside from COVID, which would prevent that anyway. They just would never come and get it.
They wouldn't do it anyway.
No. So, and the people that didn't get it will complain, and then
they'll
rightfully,
and
they'll get it as well. Yeah. So everyone's a winner.
Yeah. That's happened to me this time last year from Amazon, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That rings a bell, actually.
Bought a bunch of gifts And yeah, we got the order delivered twice.
I love it.
So like this microphone that we're using
Yeah.
is extra free. Thanks Amazon, you fucked up microphone.
Captain Brilliant got 2 Spider-Man Christmas jumpers delivered to him recently. 2 different ones as well, so he just 2.
Maybe I'm not buying enough stuff this year. I need to buy the things so they can fuck up the things.
Lady Saurus says Asda is closed on Boxing
Woo!
Day.
It's the Wolf! Welcome. Thank you for the raid.
Coming live from Cloudpunk, from a city that never sleeps, is Future Wolfington. Party of 8. Good to see you.
Thank you very, very much for joining us. Hope you have your best ranting heads on.
Yeah, if you've not been here before, and I know Future is a regular here.
Is a regular.
He knows how to rant. That guy knows how to rant. But if you've never been here before, this is Don't Get Me Started. It's a very, very ranty stream where we talk about everything that's good and bad, and we just get it all off our chest. So we're talking about good things at the moment. So if you have got something this week that's amazing, good, you won or succeeded, or maybe you just got a bottle of wine and you loved it, just let us know in the chat. It's good to see you, Future. Loved watching your stream earlier. It did look like a very digital Blade Runner. It looked cool.
A digital pixely kind of
cyberpunk world.
Half retro-y, half cyberpunk type. Yeah.
It was cool.
It was interesting. It was basically American Truck Simulator, but in the future, as far as I could tell, so works for me.
Yeah. Tell you some things that are good for me, some things that are hap for me as I watch all this stream up. Hap for me, I made a pie. And you were the recipient of that. Yes.
I ate more of that pie than you, I think.
Fine with that. I'm fine
so
with
that was definitely hap.
Cherry pie. I made a cherry pie and I did that cool... You're loving this, by the way, little cute girl. I'm telling you now. I did the latticey kind of thing where the pastry weaves in and out of itself over the top of it. Like a real proper musical waitress kind of style crisscross pie. That was fucking amazing.
It was good. And actually, when you left it, whenever it was, Monday night, Sunday night, there was like half left. And then you left it Sunday, you came back Monday, and you had another little bit of it, leaving about a third of it.
Yes.
I ate that last third in one sitting.
Good for you.
I put it in one of those small bowls that I have, and it did not fit, so I just kind of
put it in your mouth.
Bowl, covered it in the rest of the cream, loads of squirty cream, buried the fucking thing. Yeah.
Look very professional. Thank you very much. I loved doing it. It was such an enjoyable thing to do. I'm like, check this out. Putting it all together, taking photos of it.
Kaiba's here. Thanks for coming, Kaiba. It is going well. Hope likewise it is going well for you and everybody else.
Yeah, let us know what's good for you this week.
Trying to look into the camera and do that kind of thing, but that's fucking bright.
Would you like me to turn it down?
No, I just need to not look into the camera, I think. So if I look past the camera...
I can turn it slightly. I mean, I can do lots of things, but I'm not going to. What I am doing is burning my fucking retinas out by staring at it like a dickhead. Pies are good. Pies are amazing. The other thing that was good this week, thank you very much for joining me last night on my stream, where we managed not to kill Connor. Or rather, Connor is now...
Not dead.
Not dead. Well, less dead. 2/3 alive.
Well, not alive at all, because he's still an android.
Yes, true.
But and he is not... decommissioned. Well,
no, he is still decommissioned.
He is still decommissioned because you haven't got that fire.
No.
So, net result, nothing has changed.
No.
Right.
I feel like such a failure. But yes, but we did save him from the original death. And then later
gave him another one.
And then gave him another one. For people that don't know what I'm talking about, I would do a stream of Detroit Become Human where we replayed it to see whether we could correct the mistakes of the past, and we took the guy from one death and placed him into another death. He just got shot in the head. Oh my god, so funny. So
I laughed
funny.
my ass off when you did that.
Like,
as did you. You totally lost your shit. And
I
then you were
so funny.
like, fuck this shit, I need Pringles. And you just literally like, I'm going to be back in a minute. And you just fucked off.
And just came back with Pringles.
He's really been affected by Connor's dad.
Oh yeah, so that was good. So lots of haps. Everyone's enjoying the haps. Honestly, when people ask me my favourite food, says Captain Sora, I never think pie. But the second I remind him pie is a thing, I'm like, oh, pie!
I love pie. Like, all different kinds of pie. Not even just, like, you know,
sweet
dessert pies.
Yeah, no, like savoury pies. I love a chicken
steak
pie.
Pies, chicken pies. people have even started going crazy and doing things like chicken tikka pies and
I
all
love
that
it.
kind of stuff. Like
I love a slice. I love a
a
slice.
slice as well.
I love a
yeah,
slice.
Yeah. It's like a pie you can hold.
Yeah.
They should market it like that.
They should. That should be the
Slice,
slogan.
A pie you can hold.
A slice. A pie you can hold. So, look at this. It's in my fucking hand.
I expect my royalty check in the mail, Peters. You are the superior maker of pies and pasties.
Do you know, this often foxes Nova because our foods, our sausage rolls, our pasties, our pastry savoury options there aren't always necessarily an equivalent.
They do not exist
in the States.
The US.
So,
well, the US can't even fucking do sausages right, so they've got no fucking hope of sausage rolls.
I know, the adding of... Lol, what about Greg's? I think...
Well, Greg's is more of a kind of takeaway option. I was talking like store-bought pies and pasties. And it is a great lament of mine that since moving from Wales, I cannot properly find Peter's pasties and sausage rolls and all that kind of stuff.
Before it disappears, can't wait, says Captain Sora, for the next 3 Until Dawn playthroughs where you get through all the endings. Jez is going to love that.
Jez won't be there.
Jez
will not be there.
I want that Jez buy-in. I should do it tomorrow night when you're streaming anyway.
Yeah, you should. You'd be like, fuck Stardew. He's
not
going to be here anyway. I'll
he's
just
not here.
Play Until Dawn.
Yeah, because we're streaming at the same time. So if that's the case, I could just do Until Dawn, and we'll see what we can do. I mean, I know I've promised Stardew, so we'll do Stardew. I'm not going to be like that.
Until yawn more like.
Oh, yeah. Okay, let's go on to naps. This is the segment, by the way, we call This Is Happening. We're looking at haps and naps. Those are haps. What's going on in the world of naps? I mean, it's all well and good thinking about slices you can hold in your hand, but what if that slice has fucking tuna in it? Not for me anyway. I'm not a fan of tuna.
I'm not a fan of tuna.
Oh, that's
either.
interesting.
There you go.
Oh.
That doesn't often happen.
That does not often happen. I really don't like tuna.
I really fucking hate tuna.
Tuna's fucking horrible.
I can't even be in the same room as tuna.
No. And some people are making it at work and they're mixing it around. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing?
The sound is atrocious when people make like tuna mayo. It's like...
And people are... But the thing about it, Jeremy...
It's like somebody's put a spoon in a fucking OAP's pussy.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! He's right though, of course.
I'm fully accurate.
It's so correct. That's
a
reference.
If you put tuna in the sea, will it be set free? Yes, it will.
That's neat. Got to find that video.
For a bit of context, Keris is oh so delightfully referencing a short film that I made while I was in university, in which I literally released tuna back into the sea, parodying like some eco warriors.
just
but literally tuna from cans.
It's a good payoff.
It is a good.
It's a really good
payoff.
payoff.
The payoff now, but like cans of tuna, yeah, just fork in hand, just
splot. No, it isn't like that, but it would amuse me if it was like that as well.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
I was going to say, it's strange. People who love tuna, Jeremy, really love it. And yes. I think people who hate it really hate. There's no in between. It's not like with mushrooms, right? I don't like mushrooms, but if you put it in a spag bowl, I'll probably just put up with it.
Yeah,
I will not.
There are no circumstances in which I will accept tuna.
No,
none.
No, zero. And I would talk to people who like it, and they go, "What are you talking about? It's really nice." And I'm like, "Stop trying to persuade me."
It's region blocked.
It's what's region blocked? What your tuna thing?
It shouldn't be.
Oh my god!
I was going to say, how did you even find it? I didn't even give you the title of it.
It's saying nice socks. Are you talking about the fact that I don't have any socks on? It's my house. You're in my house now. Welcome to my house. Captain Sora said something nap, but I didn't see it because it moved.
Because it scrolled. Man, we're so big time that we've got so much chat going on. We miss things.
New bank card turned up with my married surname. My check arrived, has been sent off to the bank and was cleared today. Charlotte's got an extra Christmas day off. December is hap. Oh, those are all hap things.
Wait,
yes.
Hang on. This check you're talking about, is that your Twitch check? And is it literally a check?
Is it a physical?
Because seriously, is it?
Is it a big check? Is it like a big kind of check?
It's a check.
Unbelievable.
Or did you choose the check option?
No, just kidding.
After working at Subway, you develop a special hate for tuna, says Rooster Beast. Welcome, Rooster Beast. notice you arrive. I don't think I can hate tuna any more than I already do.
No, I do hate it.
To be fair.
And Wolfington, no.
Oh yes.
Are we talking about tuna in all forms? I mean,
it's nap in all forms.
I can't think of a form in which I like it. So
alive and in the sea, possibly, and
in a can. I'm fine with it in a can.
Undeaded,
remaining
by dickheads who have to eat fish that is rancid.
Nah, it's my check from that police case I helped in. Oh my god, I don't know what is the story here, but I love the fact you've been paid off by the police. That you've been bribed in some way for some sort of work you did as a private detective. Like, ultimately, you saw something, you were working with them like a consultant. I don't know, my mind is going like 90 to the dozen just to work out what Captain Sorrow's check from the police.
Well, why don't you tell us the story of why Captain Sorrow was paid?
Well, that's what I'm trying to think of, basically. That apparently he must have seen something go down. I think it's a bribe. I think basically the police, as the story goes, as I understand it, is that he saw something corrupt and was bribed to shut his mouth and was paid £100. £100, he's cheap. He's cheap. He saw something happen. Police brutality, wasn't it? Wasn't it, Will? And you saw that happen. I got a £100 check for helping in a case as only witness and informant. Wait, hang on a minute. I didn't get any money. One time I saw something and it put someone away. I didn't get fuck all. Is this what's happening now? We are incentivized to be good citizens with money. Fuck you know.
Like, I got punched in the face and they could not get the fucking old woman that witnessed it to come forward and go to court and say, yeah, I saw him get punched in the face by that guy. Didn't fucking try and pay her off. Twats. Stupid woman.
What other nap things do we want to talk about? Or do you have any hap things left? Because it seems like you do.
Oh, but my hap is also my nap.
Did you want to talk about that?
Yes. Kind of.
It's just really what this stuff... Lots of people are saying tuna, and I missed it, but... I just fucking hate them. Oh man, all I'm hearing here is you're all a bunch of snitches. And we know what snitches get.
Checks for £100.
That's correct. Money. Ching ching, here comes the money. That's like... There must be a rhyme for snitches, which is money. Like snitches get... But I can't think of anything. Original Sarcasmo Man. I love that name.
That's a great name.
It is a great name.
Welcome. You need a new agent.
We don't even have an agent.
Yeah, my new agent would be an agent.
An agent. I would like an agent. Are you one?
Yeah.
You want to represent us? We've got £100 of Captain Sora's money. £100 is £100. It's free money. Well, it's the taxpayers' money. But it's mine now. By the way, there's also a ceremony they hold when COVID is out of the way where they present me with a plaque. What did you do? Honestly? How high status? Who is this person you witnessed? This does not happen. I don't understand what's going on. There's loads of people who witness things, and their witnessing puts people at what does it. But nobody gets a plaque. A fucking plaque. What's going on?
And then you get the Medal of Honor and.
Oh my god! I can't even imagine it. I was about to say, fucking so many things going on in the fucking chat. I can't handle it.
Snitches get riches.
That's it. Yes. Good work. Yes! Good. Oh, that's it. Well done. Nice one. You both.
The Charter wins the day.
Yes, you do. Congratulations. Yes, I knew there would be something. God, I love you guys so much. Yes, nailed it. Oh, well, that's the name of the title. Yeah. Snitches get riches. Hey, if snitches get riches was the phrase, there'd be a lot more snitches snitching.
Yeah, absolutely would.
The police need to get on this and change that slogan, much like a slice of a pie you can hold in your hand.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, the police need to be a snitches get riches. And they'll be like, I heard it was snitches get stitches. And they'll be like, no. It's like, oh, okay, then I saw some guy down an alleyway.
Yeah, you did. Here's your £100.
Here comes the money. Oh, my God. Snitches get riches.
Wait, no. Tamsinaki said it first. I mean, let me say, that does not surprise me. But,
it does not. They're riches! Yay!
There it is. My apologies.
Sorry, as Jez says, we're so big time, sometimes we miss the chat. Yes, well done, Tamsinaki. Yeah, it doesn't surprise us. Queen of puns.
Yes.
But, We're loving it. We're loving it.
Yeah, Tamsanaki's won about
you all
four
went
streams
there
this week, so we'll give Nova this one.
You all went there. I think individually you were all typing. I'm not thinking that one of you saw Tamsanaki's and thought, well, we'll sneak this one in. I think just you all
like, hey, these guys missed it. We need to fucking raise this, bring this to their attention right now.
I feel bad. I didn't get it. Fucking hell, slacking, man. But I'm
so yes, I do have a hap nap, but I would like you to do your first nap first.
Yes, my first nap. Oh my god, what the fuck is going on? Oh, is that? I will await my check in the post and my plaque. Yeah, my nap this week is, I don't know what's going on today. I honestly don't know what's going on today. It's one of those days where I'm not a clumsy man. Now, I mean, those people watching cocktail and bullshit related streams might think that I smash things a lot, but generally speaking, I am not a clumsy person.
It is absolutely true.
But today, like, oh my god, I'm so fucking angry. You can't probably see enough of this flat, but I'm in the top flat. And as a result, the kind of eaves kind of slide down. And in my little kitchen over there, above where the bin is, it slopes down. So in order to put something away in the bin, don't stand up too sharply, otherwise you'll knock your head. But of course, I've lived here for like a year and a half now, so I know about that. And of course, this morning, I put something in the bin, stood up, smacked my fucking head, walked into the office to go and do some work, stubbed my toe on my big IKEA bookcase thing that you can see in my stream, like stubbed my toe on the side of that. And of course, I was so angry at these two super consecutive kind of things that I'm just like, fucking hell! What have I done? How have I done this? And there was no one to complain at. And there was no one. I couldn't have a go at an inanimate fucking object. And
you could.
I could.
But I do all the time.
So I did. But I was like, you fucking bookcase prick. But ultimately, I was just shouting like a kind of ranty man in my flat. So the thing that has annoyed me, I've also got a sore throat. I'm really fucked off and just annoyed and ill and fucking. Don't worry, it's not a COVID sore throat. It's gone now. But so there you go. Fucking clumsy nap. Drop your clumsy naps in the nap chat.
My nap
is
a clumsy nap.
Is it?
It's a different kind of clumsy. So two of my naps are just me being a clumsy fucking uselessly brained twat. And they both happened at Lidl.
Oh, okay.
So Lidl, for those not informed, is a supermarket.
Yes.
It's similar to Aldi, which is worldwide. So
yes.
But it's,
it's a discount
store, mostly
discount
of
supermarket.
Like German origin.
It
stuff.
is.
So I went to Lidl, as I often do, and managed to get through the middle of Lidl without buying a toaster oven or
middle of
whatever
Lidl.
The fuck that I get suckered in by every fucking week.
Yep.
And I'm like, oh, there's some wrapping paper. Christmas wrapping paper. I'm like,
nice.
I need this. I have a pile of fucking stuff we bought for Hannah to wrap. I need to wrap it, so I'll buy some wrapping paper.
I'm enjoying what's being said. Thank you, future.
That's for Wolfie. So I buy the wrapping paper. Makes sense, right? Continue around the store. I find some mince pies.
Oh, hello.
Pack of 12 mince pies. So obviously I buy 2 of them. Being that this was on Tuesday, I wasn't planning on going back to Lidl until Thursday. I needed 2 packs of 12 mince pies
to hold you over.
Just to make sure I had enough for that 2 days. Get to the checkout. Do my paying business. End the transaction. Leave the supermarket, come home. Unpacking my bag, I'm like, where the fuck is my wrapping paper? I left the wrapping paper on the checkout. I paid for it. It was scanned through.
Oh my god,
I left my fucking wrapping paper that I paid for on the fucking checkout.
Fucking hell.
But it gets better.
But there's more.
Then today, as was pointed out for me by Nana K or Welsh Nana K, depending on what device she's using today, look at my 2 packs of 12 mince pies, Napping paper.
Yeah, I know. I've been thinking the same thing. Napping. As soon as you said rap, I'm like, that rhymes with nap. Although I'm still laughing at Snitches Get Riches. I just think it's so good. Sorry, carry on. I'm sorry.
So it's pointed out to me that these mince pies that I bought, the 2 packs of 12 mince pies, actually expire tomorrow.
That's that way they're cheap.
That's why they were cheap. So, yeah. While I was facetiously like, "Oh, I've got to eat. I've got these to eat by Thursday." No, literally, I have got 24 mince pies to eat by Thursday, which is why I brought some with me.
Brought some with you.
I'm gonna have one now.
Yeah, go for it. No problems.
I'd offer one to Alex, but he doesn't.
I don't like
nice
them
things.
really. No.
No.
Nice things. I think
I don't know what a mince pie is, but I know you can do it, Joe.
You can do it. He can do
Here
it.
you go. Allow us to deconstruct a mince pie on stream.
All over my sofa.
All over your floor, all over your sofa. Right.
I can hoover it.
So this is a mince pie.
Look at that.
It is a pie.
Yeah, it's a pie.
See, pies are great.
They are.
It has a hat. As you can see, it has
Can
holly.
you freeze them? Yes, probably.
I'm not going to freeze them.
You can freeze quite a lot of stuff. So
Let
I'd
me
say
be
yes.
clear, this is not going to be a problem for me.
No.
I'm going to do it.
Mhm.
This is pie number 2 of the box of 24 of them. Right, so I'll come back when I get into the inside.
The thing I was going to say while you're eating, if I may, because I'll always be
Take it
chatting.
away.
Yeah, no problem.
Take it away.
What I love is that fucking what star is Captain Sora born under? That he gets a £300 from a priest. What did the priest do to him to give him £100? He got a £300 from the police. Are you sure you don't mean Sting and the police? That you saw something that Sting did, and he's like, listen, just like here's £100, fuck off. But anyway, and not only that, he got an entire box, probably another £100 worth of fucking shopping. I mean, this guy, man, honestly, Will, what the fuck? He's got like. He's just got £100. He's got a plaque. He'll probably sell the plaque. It's like, yeah, solid gold. Fucking hell, cash for gold. Fucking sell that shit. Oh my! I don't understand.
So here's where it gets confusing.
Oh,
for
you've
the
got to
Americans
show.
in
Yes,
the room.
do that.
Mince pies contain mincemeat.
I'm laughing. Sorry. Mincemeat, yes, not mince as in beef.
No, it's not mince as in beef. It's like sultanas. What else is there? Like other dried fruits.
Well, yeah.
And shit. That's what's in there.
Look at my face. It's like the
Focusing 'cause
fuck.
Alex is in the way.
Oh, I'm not going the wrong way.
So yeah, they're beautiful, and I often eat them in this way. Eat the top off, eat around the outside.
I love original Sarcasmo Man. Usually they pay you to not see something. Right? Am I right? But saved a guy's life, Alex, within an inch of his life. I did my part, got a reward. That is slightly different from what I did and what other people did. You saved a guy's life. I mean, this is not probably the time or the place to actually explore exactly how was he just like about to go over a cliff on a Segway and you went, what? You like got him by the end of what? Like that, and was it that what you did? Or I don't know how, but I think this might take the stream down a little bit of a kind of a more depressing life-saving avenue than something I can take the piss out. You should address me as Sir Soro. That is harder to say.
It is.
Soro.
And also, you would still be captain.
Yeah, your military rank.
Because when you are knighted, you still keep your military rank as well. I'm not sure which way around it would be. I think it's Captain Sir Soro or Sir Captain.
Is Sir better than Captain?
Yeah.
I think I prefer to be.
But you still use both.
Do you know?
Like Commodore, Admiral, Sir, blah blah blah. I think the rank comes first.
Oh shit!
So he
Being
would be
beaten
Captain
to death by his
Sir Soro.
brother with a golf club in his living room 3 doors down. Oh my god! So you heard the shit going on.
This story has changed since I half listened to it.
3 Doors Down are a band. Fucking hell. They were involved in this shit? Fucking hell.
I'm here without you, baby.
Bonk! So you heard that shit going on, went out.
What about that old guy who walked lots? I love it that it's like, we're just catching up with like Coronation Street or whatever Will Street's called. Like there's golf club guy, and there's the guy who who we thought was dead next door from COVID, but turns out he just neglected his dog and went to hospital for a bit.
Like, he's a sir and a captain. That old guy who walked lots, who saved the NHS single-leggedly.
Oh, that guy.
Captain Tom.
Captain Tom.
He's a captain.
Yeah, I think they've gone with Captain Sir Tom more now. I think that's what they go. So it's Captain then Sir. Glad we could
So easy now. Just be old and walk a lot, and they'll give you a knighthood. What else has he done? Nothing. What's he done for us lately? Right, Sir Tom. What's he done for us lately? Think about that. Answer me that. Has he created a vaccine? No. Who gives a shit about the guy getting beat with golf clubs? We have tiny pies to talk about. Can someone get some fucking perspective? We have to get to the bottom of this. I saw it, handled it accordingly. That sounds like you bust down Tatiana, booted through the fucking door, and the guy was just like mid-thing like that, and you went
all around you.
You were like 7 iron, eh? Pussy, wonk, smack. £100, please. Plaque. Is that what happened? Please let it be.
I'm the sorrow, the big bad sorrow, the bounty hunter.
They identified the brother as family, didn't want to press charge and refused to out the brother. He got sentenced. I got a letter saying they got him. And then a month later, I got a letter saying I was getting money for helping them. It seems... I mean, by the way...
I mean, they do, like...
That's super happy. It's a great story.
Compensation in court and stuff, don't they? So that's where that goes.
I'm impressed. I have to say, I'm really impressed. I love it.
So
I will keep trying to take the piss out of it somehow.
Drink some Captain Sora then.
Yeah, you better believe it. That £100, invest it back in the
I'll expect
Whip.
my Disaronno Velvet in the mail. Thanks very
much. Tiny pies. Yeah, we haven't stopped. Well, that tiny pie's gone.
I've got another tiny pie.
You might want to leave it for. Are you going to eat it? No, he's going to eat it now. You really like mince pies, don't you? I could eat it, but I probably wouldn't enjoy it as much as a Bakewell tart. Right when things got interesting, I have to turn the sound off. All I'm saying is if I presented with a scenario where I can either choose to save a dude from a beating or 24 tiny pies, it's going to be pie every time. This poor guy getting beaten to death and you're like, what is in that? Is that sultanas? What am I getting here?
Tell you what, if there's one thing we do right in this country, it is tiny pies.
Yeah, that is true.
Because as Captain Sora says, we have pork pies too. It's true. That is literally a pie of this size with pork in it. Just solid pork.
Original Sarcasmo Man. I had some stuff stolen once. The culprit confessed, and the police dropped the case due to lack of evidence. Fucking hell. They had a confession from the guy, but they must have... I mean, what pushed the guy to confess if it wasn't the evidence? It's like you came around to his house and there's all this DVDs and shit and your bike and stuff. And the police went, "You steal all this stuff?" And he went,
"Yeah, mate.
Yep, I did." And it's like, and then what? How does? At what point? It's like he's spinning the ball on his finger. Man, I feel bad about that. Bakewell tarts. Yeah, I'm a big fan of it. Most of our tiny pies come in the form of fried pies. In the southwest where I live, we have a lot of empanada. Yeah, I like an empanada, like a little kind of that's like a mini pasty, if anything. Yeah, I like a little pie. I like a big pie cut down in slices. Pies are pretty hot. I tell you what, we got a lot out of pie. I wrote that at the last minute. We got a lot of pie.
I wrote mince pies as well.
Oh yeah, that's true. I don't want to take all the glory on. You brought the pies. Yeah, maybe it was you.
I am the pie.
You are the pie. And now they're gone.
That's Asda pie, except it's from Lidl.
How many pies? Is that 2 of the 12? So you got 10 left, or were more eaten before you got here?
That was 3 because I ate one before we went
live. Yeah. Couldn't resist.
There are 3 tiny foil cases. Those 2 that I just ate, and this one that I crumbled up and just jettisoned across the room. As I treat Alex's living room with reverence. Obviously.
It's just a set. What is your favourite pie? Put your favourite pie in the fucking chat. Let me talk about... I'll tell you something else that's nap while I'm reading the show notes. Mm-hmm. I don't know what it is about...
That's what they're for.
That is what they're for. I don't know what it is about people driving. It doesn't seem like a week goes by when I don't complain about someone who fucking can't drive. I leave the house so infrequently. How are they so shit at doing that? I'm going to get to Apple fucking...
Hey, Nova doesn't drop a swear very often.
He must really love.
So when he does, you know that he really fucking likes apple pie.
Apple fucking pie. Is he in The Sopranos? Just gets halfway through the apple and just blacks out. Yeah, I was driving out last night and I was trying to get along the road and someone had parked an entire kind of a massive like supermarket lorry on my side of the road. So double parked, one of the massive mega lorries. Yeah. And they parked it. There's a traffic island as a pedestrian where you walk halfway across the road, you get to the island, and then you go to the other half. And it parked it next to that, so I couldn't go round him without being slightly further back. So I had to kind of go round the island and round him, and not be able to see as well. I was trying to see ahead, but I couldn't see so far because he's so fucking big. I'm like, why are you doing this? Just in that road in Folkestone, which is Sandgate Road, last week. There were 4 cars, 2 and then 2, had all double parked next to each other. So as a result, it bottlenecks them. And then today, I approached a junction and I can go left, right or straight. And opposite me was a car who can go left, right or straight. And I get there first, so I'm going to go first. And he gets there. I signal right, but I'm trying to do the right thing, kind of like, I'm looking at him. I don't want to go if he's about to go. He can't go straight, actually, in fairness. It's a one-way street. So he can go left or right. He doesn't signal. He's looking at me like, why aren't you making a decision? And I'm signalling, getting ready to go. And he's like, not signalling. I'm like, you have a choice. You could go one way and I don't know which way you're going. And he's looking at his mate in the car like, what's this guy's fucking problem? And hopefully the mate in the car just went, you didn't signal, you fucking dickhead. What is wrong with people in cars? Am I the only good driver in the world? I think I am.
I'm good too.
Yes. That's what. So, I don't know. Those were 2 occasions I left my house for no more than kind of like 5 minutes driving, and I encountered dickheads in a magnitude that should not happen in that short a journey.
I'll tell you what. Yesterday was a particularly dickheadish day for being on the road. What time did you go out? Did all this stuff happen?
In the middle of the big truck and the other cars were at night, and the guy who couldn't indicate was in the day, like middle of the day.
Because I went out to pick up Hannah yesterday, and they were doing Operation Stack on the M20.
Uh-huh.
And obviously that has a massive knock-on effect on this town. Because
yes.
As soon as I tried to go towards the motorway, not to use the motorway, but everything grinded to a halt and came to a complete standstill. I'm like, oh great, I need to pick up my child in 5 minutes, and I'm not going anywhere. This is amazing. Thanks.
Everyone's loving apple pies.
Yeah, I was going to say, I hope you weren't particularly fond of that story you told, because the chat don't give a fuck. Like, the conversation since then is
I did encourage them to say
pie.
I did say, what pies did you like? And they said it. So, I mean, thank you very much.
And then original Sarcasmo Man brought it back to...
everything is wrong with people in cars.
Brought it back to this. Thank you for that.
Yeah. True that.
Nap, Brexit shit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Do you know what? I mean, I thought you and your family weren't getting very political, but oh my God, Brexit is so funny. This was a ready-made deal. This is a ready-baked, ready-cooked deal. This deal's done. It's dusted. The easiest... Oven ready, that's the phrase, thank you. Oven ready deal. The easiest deal in history. As he rushes off to the last minute, like a schoolboy who's doing his fucking homework on the bus. What a prick. Fucking hell. How is this happening?
I mean, what this fucking penis didn't realise was, yeah, sure, he's been there with his fucking crayon writing a deal as much as he fucking wants.
Yeah.
But the way deals work is there has to be agreement on both sides. So he's like, here's the deal, it's oven ready, whatever the fuck that means.
It's not oven ready.
Who's putting a deal in the oven?
Oh, you fucking prick. Yeah.
He's got so many bullshit fucking phrases. You can't get through a speech without saying some kind of nonsense fucking phrase to try and analogize fucking things.
You were a homework on the bus kid.
I didn't even do it on the bus. I just didn't do it. I was a homework in detention kid because that's when they made me do it.
Don't you love it? Like, one time I didn't do my homework and you get there and you're like, shit, I haven't done it. I've got nothing. And they were like, and we're sitting there and the teacher would be like, I haven't been able to do such and such, so I'll give you another week on that homework. And I'm like, get in! And everyone else that had done it is like, actually, sir, I've done the homework. And it's like, well, if you've done it, you can hand it in, but otherwise you've got another week. And I'm like, fucking easy street. I knew I could start playing my computer games. What is homework? What is homework? says Future Wolfington. Homework is extra tasks you get set at school.
Yeah.
That you have to go home and do. I don't know what they call it in the States, but effectively all lessons. Well, at least at my school, every subject you have to go home and do kind of questions and tasks.
And in certain parts of the States as well, because that's definitely a thing in some places.
Yeah. So they'll say
you'll do homework here too. Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, homework.
Fucking around. Right. Good.
I thought this likely it is that he's just fucking with us and that he just like did not give a single shit. Mind you, I mean, I don't want to call you out on this one, but you were talking on your stream earlier about saying, you know, how you enjoyed marijuana, and probably the kind of person that probably at school enjoyed marijuana is probably not the kind of person that then did their homework. I'm just saying, I'm not casting aspersions or making a comment, but I am making a comment, and you're probably a stoner dickhead who didn't do his fucking homework. So I dropped out of high school. Well, there you go.
Hell.
Yeah. I know, but I know that he can take it. You see,
he can.
I know Future. I know I can be outrageous to him, and he'll just tell me to go fuck myself.
He's a Packers fan at the end of the day. So.
And then graduated with honours from uni. So drop the mic. I don't want to drop my glass. That would be fucking stupid.
Right, I've got one nap left.
Okay.
And then we are truly in record breaking This Is Happening territory now.
I love it.
Lengthwise. So we are in a pandemic. Did you know?
I was not aware.
Are you aware? No. Me either.
Only vaguely.
So, last weekend, my daughter starts coughing. So, in this world, you know what that means.
Yes.
That means she might have the coronavirus.
Yes.
And Karistub in the chat, wife, also started coughing. So, needed a test as well.
Yes.
And she's laughing because she knows the story because she was there. So, book COVID test.
Yes.
COVID test booked.
Yep.
For a place called Dover, which is just down the road from us, on Sunday at whatever the time is. It's not important to the story. I can't remember.
Irrelevant o'clock.
At irrelevant o'clock.
We're going to get back to that.
We'll come back to that.
We'll come back to that, Nova. I love it.
Hello, young Kvass. Welcome. I'll tell you how's it going in a minute.
Ayo!
So book the COVID test. I think it was for 1 o'clock. Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Okay.
And we turn up, put it into the sat nav. It's in a car park. It's a mobile unit in a car park.
Mm-hmm.
Put the thing into the sat nav. Drive to the place.
Yes.
Drive into the car park. Where would this be then? Let's look over here. No, it's not there. No, okay. Just park, and I'll get out of my car and I'll walk around, go near the shops. Maybe they've moved it inside because it's cold. Whatever. Let's do some investigating and find it. Look around, find a restaurant. It says in clear big letters on the door, testing is not in here. Testing is outside. I'm like, right, okay. These people clearly are asked
the investigation continues.
Where the COVID tests are, and they are not here. Getting the message? Not here. Right. Let's continue searching. And I turn around and I see a woman in this tiny ass fucking car, and her car is full of like white medically looking boxes.
Okay.
And she takes out one of those yellow kind of sharps bins.
I know the one
that you have to dispose of needles or biohazards in. Takes it from her driver's seat and puts it into her boot. I'm like, right, this is the woman with the answers. So I put my mask on because I'm like, should probably put my mask on to go talk to people.
Yeah.
I'm like, hello, are you the coronavirus testing? And she says, no.
What? I know it's coming. I love it.
And she says, actually, the coronavirus testing unit has not been set up here today.
I'm like, no fucking shit.
I'm sorry, what? Yeah, it's not. It hasn't been set up today for some reason. I don't know why. I'm only here because I drove into the car park too hard and hit the curb and punctured my tyre.
With a load of sharp needle things that can fly around.
With a load of coronavirus tests that are not coronavirus tests.
Oh my god.
Oh, Christ. And then I'm like, right, well, we've got a booking. And then some other woman gets out of a car and pipes up and goes, I've I've booked in here too.
I've got a booking.
Thanks, Robin. I've got this under control right now.
And the guy in the restaurant's like, just fuck off. It's not in here. It's not in here. It's like,
and she's like, yeah, I haven't set it up here for some reason. What other people have been doing? I'm like, how many people have turned up for a test that doesn't exist? I'm like, they've been going up to the Canterbury one, and I'm like,
but we don't have a booking in there.
I don't have a booking at Canterbury. And she's like, yeah, just go up there, just tell them you came here and it wasn't thing. And I'm like,
it's such a fucking shambles.
Honestly, what is this bullshit? So get into the car, start driving to Canterbury. Karis gets on the phone to the booking-y people, and I'm driving to Canterbury. She's doing it in the back. I can hear both sides of the conversation because her phone's quite loud. And it's like, yeah. And the woman that is booking the tests is obviously working from home, and her baby is screaming in the background at multiple points. And it's just like, what is... I just wanted to... It's not difficult. Just swab in the thing. It's not difficult. God. What the fuck is this? And just as I'm about to... I'm at Canterbury, basically. I'm just about to pull off the A2 into the main bit of Canterbury. They're like, yeah, there's no room at the booking place in Canterbury. You have to go to Ashford. I'm like, no, I'm not fucking going to Ashford. Like I've already done this wrong sides of the triangle. I'm not doing that.
Oh my god!
And then like, is Ashford the closest to you? And I'm like, no, Margate. Because any availability in Margate? Yes, there's availability. Right, fuck, good. Turn off at Bridge. I'm like.
By the way, I mean, you guys don't live around here, but this is a very accurate story of the geography of Kent.
And then we drive up to the one in Margate, or it's actually at the airport.
Yeah, well, like, yes,
you know what I mean.
I know what you mean, Manston.
Airport. And it was fairly well organised.
And is that woman with all the stuff in? She driven up there?
No, it was like the scene out of like 28 Days Later. It's just people in masks, and you drive through the cones, and they like block you in with cones, and then they move the cones to guide you to the next place.
Oh, I like that.
And the dude at the end, like we drove up to the last dude to give him the test, and like he's like, don't open your window. And I'm fucking alright. Calm the fuck down. Like, you're wearing a mask.
Chill out, mate.
Like, you're 6 feet from my car. You're not gonna fucking catch the coronavirus like that. It's all in my car. Don't worry about it. And he gets out his fucking grabber and just goes, thanks, you can go now. I'm like, I know this is a deadly disease, but it's like, chill out a bit.
Plus, by now we've all worked out it's fine. Everyone's taken their foot off the gas now. No one gives a shit.
Like, you're wearing a mask, you're wearing gloves, like, just fucking take it out of my car. Like, I'll hold it out like that. Or just bring the bin over and I'll drop it in the bin.
I feel like I was on this journey with you.
Contrived. Oh, yeah. And this, fuck me.
You know the NATO phonetic one?
I had not addressed this previously because the only person I could take the piss out of was the person I was taking the piss out of. So I couldn't do it.
By the way, I've got to get back to some of this chat.
But Karis is trying to spell things out to this woman on the phone who is Scottish and does not fucking understand what Karis is saying. Not because she's Scottish, but because she was thick as shit, it seemed.
Right, yes.
And Karis was trying to spell things using the phonetic alphabet, as you do to be helpful. Problem...
N for November.
Karis doesn't know the NATO phonetic alphabet, and so was either making it up or just awkwardly pausing, waiting for me to tell her what the letters were.
Well, you were like, P for pseudo.
The best one is I told her U for uniform, and she said U for unicorn.
That's a good one though. Unicorn would be a good one. H is for hat. Oh my god. I really want it so they're like not.
So yeah, this was 3 hours of my life that should have been like 30 minutes of my life. But I got a trip cheese on the way home, so it's all good.
You got a what?
I got a trip cheese on the way home, so it's all good.
Nice.
First trip cheese in months.
I'm going to scroll a bit up there. I love that story. I do feel like I lived that story.
Where were we?
About there. Oh, yeah. For a start, that's where you were.
Yeah, so Young Kvass, welcome to the stream.
Thank you very much for being
First time viewer, I believe. It's going great. This is Don't Get Me Started.
What's up, family?
The Ranty Banty podcast.
We do talk some bullshit.
In which we rant and tell stories about shit things that have happened
like
to us,
one.
as you have just appreciated. Nova.
Yes.
You can take this one.
Yes. Hap. Well, we've got an opportunity to say Hap is a good thing. But Hap, question mark? Former Israeli space chief says aliens exist and Trump knows about it. I don't even know where to begin. I mean, the Israeli space chief says that aliens exist, right, which is bullshit. And then this bullshit thing is known by Trump. Of course he does. What I love there, original Sarcasma Man, was like when you were talking about the sign on the restaurant door was like a clue. But I like that because it reminds me of something else and I can't quite remember what it is. But we must know original Sarcasma Man because he says he went to Ashford. So
yeah, and we know it's England. Everyone knows everyone in England.
I know. I went to Ashford. Was really quiet. 25 people manning 5 stations where only 4 people actually did anything.
Yes, and Karis told a similar story, having been tested there before as well. Need an upgrade for next week. New alphabet.
We can make a new alphabet.
We can phonetic alphabet.
I do love a phonetic alphabet which doesn't, where the words are, do not give you the letters that you need them to be, basically. But
should probably bookend that story with both were tested negative. I'm not here.
I was going to say
breathing COVID on Alex. The only reason I got fucking COVID tested is so I could still take my child to nursery. I don't give a fuck about anything else.
Look at this. He said, I'll get to this in a moment. I know me very well. I know, I must know. Because, the fact of the matter is, original Sarcasma Man.
I think I know who it is,
Original Sarcasmoman is how I read that as a whole kind of section. Is that the moment someone comes here, they probably either drop in because they randomly found us on Twitch, which is possible, or they drop in because they're part of the network. It to them. Or I shilled it to them. Or I've put it on something like Facebook and someone's seen it and thought, actually, do you know what? Alex is kind of funny. We'll give that a go. So I can only presume it's someone that I know, and I'm very pleased that you're here. And I love the fact that I don't quite know who you are. At all.
That is very fun.
Thank you so much. Yes. But the fact you said a clue. A clue. Look up here. Look up here. Yes, going back to Nova's there, he says that Trump was close to revealing the truth. Fuck me, what is this? The fucking X-Files. It's been all over the news. It's Trump's about to reveal the truth, but he doesn't. So just before he doesn't, the Israeli former space minister says it anyway. Oh my god.
I can't fucking wait for January. I'm seriously. Can't wait. Can't wait to get rid of this guy.
Israel just used a goddamn remote control gun to assassinate a dude. They got the tech from aliens!
Oh, what is that? With the gun that can see through walls. Where did I see that?
Red Faction? I don't know.
No.
Hey, Kamen Rider Wizard joining in.
Yeah, Kamen Rider Wizard came in and said, oh fuck, it was 9 o'clock I was supposed to be here. Yeah, it was. I don't know where that comment's gone. But DS9, yeah, that is where I saw it. It is DS9. One of the shitty Ezra Dax episodes.
Farsight from Perfect Dark.
Of which there are many.
Oh, I never played Perfect Dark.
Can I just say, I know we're not Star Trekking, but you know how you feel about Voyager Season 2?
Yes.
And that it's got way too much filler and a lot of the episodes are bullshit?
Yes.
That's how I feel about DS9 Season 7.
Really?
The rest of DS9 is fucking amazing. But Season 7...
Do you want to get Star Trek? Because it's a nice little drop.
Alright, fine. There we go. The first half of Season 7 is just utter bullshit and filler to the nth degree.
Am I right or am I misremembering it? Eddie Stone's not on the here to say anything, but Nova is and you're here, and the rest of you all watch Star Trek. I know you do. But am I right in saying that Deep Space Nine Season 1 has got a lot of filler and it doesn't really go anywhere and we're kind of establishing the characters, or am I misremembering that?
There is a lot of filler, but yeah, as you say, it is establishing the characters and you're trying to learn to know them a little bit more. But I don't enjoy Season 1 of DS9 as much as I enjoy, the meaty bits.
The Worf coming in and everything kicking off. That's true. You just love the sting. I do. Anyway.
But no, it was DS9 that I was remembering it from, because there's the really awkward scene where Ezri is trying to find this guy and she's being talked to by one of her former hosts who's a criminal murdering dickhead. And all of a sudden, she's looking for this other guy through walls, through a site, and the other guy is also using this gun.
Looking back at,
and then they just go, and they just meet each other's gaze, and she just basically shits herself, goes and shoots the guy.
That's how I work in most games as well. It's like, oh shit!
Oh, it's the guy! It's just the guy! Lol, you are dead.
Oh my god. Doesn't get that great until the Defiant is introduced. I think you're probably right. Do love the Defiant.
Yeah.
And that's the segment we call Don't Get Me Star Trek.
And that was the very brief
Don't
segment
Get
that
Me
we
Star
like to
Trek.
call Don't Get Me Star Trek. In the very not brief segment that we like to call This Is Happening.
Yeah. It's been like nested, like a nested if.
But hey, you know what?
Cold potatoes aren't hot?
We are not squeezing ourselves in to get done before Sorrow.
No, we're
tonight.
not, because Sorrow isn't streaming, so we can do what we want.
Normally we'd be like, okay, let's get this shit on the road.
No, we don't need to.
And finish off neatly to take our audience to him, but he's not doing anything.
He's not.
So let's stay here all night.
Let's stay up all night. No, because he's basically, as I understand it about Sorrow, he's just lying in a big hot tub full of other people's crisps and £100, and just like, here comes the money, and just eating Pringles, brand named Heroes. You know, celebrations, not the same thing. Do you want to do a segment where we chuck things in the fucking sea?
Yeah, sure.
Do we have a sting for that?
We do not.
And this is where we'd play a sting. If we had one!
Yeah, so we do a bit now where we imagine we're on an island. We don't have to imagine, do we? Because we are on an island.
We are literally on an island.
But the island, I've forgotten, you did it so well last year. You did it so well. And effectively, we're just going to chuck things off this island that we don't want
I did
anymore.
think of a very concise way of saying it.
Would you like to try that?
Yeah. We're on an island. The island's too heavy. We must lighten it by throwing off the shit we don't like.
Yes!
Job done.
So,
I didn't actually think of mine. So, you go right ahead, because I know that you have.
I do have one. I'm just reading the thing here. It says, he likes a club biscuit. I like a lot of chocolate on his biscuit. Oh my god, that's an old advert.
If you like a lot of chocolate on your biscuit, join our club.
Now, I have to say, that is an old advert.
It is.
But yet, it has endured.
They did bring it back.
Oh, okay.
Kind of 2000s-ish. It didn't quite have the same resonance as it did when we were a lot
biscuit.
younger.
It's a good biscuit. Already put the tuna in the sea. Yes, that has been done.
That's true. Yeah, I have put the tuna in the sea.
Tuna.
But I will think of something else. I hate lots of things. It won't be difficult.
That's true. One of the things, what I would like to put in the sea, and I mean, it may be different in the States. I know we've got people from the States watching here, but from the point of view in England, and I can only speak for myself, is I want to put in the sea the TV license. Right? I was thinking about this the other day, right? Not least the fact, and this isn't the main reason, but the thing is, yeah,
Reach.
a lot of people don't watch the fucking TV anymore. The TV license is for live TV. A lot of what we're doing now is, and this by the way is broadcast, was never broadcast on TV, never happened on TV, so is immune from needing a TV license from it. But things like football, you'd need a TV license for that because it's been broadcast on live TV, you know, for everybody, and you can, if it's been watchable at some point, as it were. But so many people now are watching streaming services, like literally all I do is like Netflix or Amazon Prime or this, that a lot of people don't need these things, right? But the bottom line is that fucking TV licenses are fucking pointless anyway. Absolutely fucking bullshit. And you're paying money for this stuff for bullshit that you're getting for it when a lot of people aren't using it anyway. And then what I've noticed is that I've moved a lot. I've done a lot of moving about from various houses to flats to wherever until kind of stopping here for a little bit longer. But everywhere I go, the first fucking letter is the TV license. And it's not a lovely, hey, we heard you just popped in and got into a new flat. It's like, oi, dickhead, you owe some fucking money. I don't even know who you are, but you better fucking owe some money. Big fucking red letters. Go fuck yourself. And I'm like, Jesus, what did I fucking do?
Yeah, it really fucks me off as well because you're right. There's that aggressive letter, and there's repeated aggressive letters if you don't have a TV license registered to your address. But also, you go and buy a television, and the person selling you the television, Curry's, Dixon's, wherever,
yeah,
are like legally obligated to ask for your address because you have a television, ergo you need a television license.
even if you
even if you aren't going to use it.
You might use it for gaming.
Yeah, so like now, even if you buy like a computer monitor, you have to give your address. And they send round people to like knock on your door if you do not have if you don't have a TV license, like registered to your address. They will send a person round, and that person will knock on your door and say, I'm here to inspect your property for evidence of a television.
Yes.
For evidence that you are using TV without a TV license.
Yeah, and the problem I have with all of this, right, is aside from the fact that it's not worth it, and aside from the fact most people don't use it, and aside from the fact that anyone can get away with this, the whole system is bullshit, which is why they've decided to go for this draconian system of being absolute mega cunts. That's the thing. Every other service provider has a concept where they've all gone, look, let's innocent till proven guilty, let's try and get the money out of them gently. Whereas the people that are running the TV license are such abject mega cunts. They're like, step 1, punch them in the face, get the money. Step 2, kill them. Like, that's their thought process is let's not start gently, let's start at the top, because they're so certain they won't get any money. And they say, if you do not do this, we're going to send someone round. If you do not do this, detector vans will be in your area.
Yeah, detector
vans! I fucking love detector
off
vans!
With your detector vans. Oh yes, I'm driving down the street, and I detect that you alone are using a television without a TV license. How can you differentiate between a fucking TV in one house compared to a TV house in a non-paying? Fuck you.
Yeah, we have to have a TV license to watch TV. You have to pay for it. It's 120 quid a year.
Wolfington is confused, as are many Americans, I expect. The TV license is a tax that is collected from British people so that they can watch television.
And if you don't pay it, the guys that are selling it to you get fucking angry fucking fast. And they throw down the full force of these detector vans. And I don't know where you were when you realised these things don't fucking exist, right? Because the concept of them is bullshit. It's like the Tooth Fairy. It's impossible to...
Wait, what?
The Tooth Fairy is real. I was having my hair cut the other day, and I was remarking to my barber that it was impossible really for people to... They kept saying, like, when I kept coming back from Belgium, that what I would do is... I'd have to self-isolate. Someone might come and check. And then I was like, someone might come and check. Well, I better be in. And then I realised no one was going to fucking come and check. The government can't work out how to do fucking COVID tests. They're not sending a dude to my fucking house. Of course that's fucking stupid. Of course it's not going to happen. And then I remarked, bit like detector vans. No one's coming round. No one's doing this shit. No one gives a fuck. It's just the biggest smoke and mirrors. It's a bullshit fucking service, and it's basically maintained by lies. Fuck the TV license. Fucking get in the seat. I cannot stand the fucking TV license.
But when I was in university and not really up for paying the TV license anymore, I found some little tricky ways around some of the other bullshit that they do.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so... like, when you buy a TV and they ask for your address,
yes,
you give them the address of the TV licensing head office in Bristol. That's one of them.
I like that.
And then when a inspector comes to your door and says, "I'm here to check your premises for a television,"
yes,
you turn immediately to them and say, "I am revoking your implied right of access to this property. Now please leave."
I love that too.
And that is a legal term for you are now no longer, you are not legally allowed to step onto the property in any way. So through the gate, up the garden path, no, you can't, mate. Job
love it.
The fuck
love it.
On.
I mean, this is the thing, right? You can't, they say, well, we worried you got a TV. And I'm like, well, come in, there it is. And they go, and do you watch live TV on that? I said, I do not. And they go, right, well, I'll go then. And like they couldn't, like, so they can't work out what I'm going to use.
I know, but they look at your wires and like, right. So what is plugged into this television?
Yeah.
Oh, this looks like an aerial.
Yeah.
But you've got a VCR. Has this VCR got a tuner in it?
It's like, but like, there's no proof of any of this stuff. Plus, if they're detecting something, there's nothing stopping them from knowing which one it's. The whole thing is absurd. It's so insane. Stupid.
And the worst thing is,
I don't believe they come out. I know you're saying that, Welsh, now, and I've seen actually YouTube videos where people do. I still don't believe that they come out. I just think it's just, I have had letters where it says, we popped over today and you weren't in, and if you don't, and I'm like, get bonked. No one has ever come to, it's just like, we came over while you were at work and you weren't in. I'm like, no fucking kidding, motherfucker. See you later. I have never seen, and I will never see a detector van or a person. Fuck them. Fuck the license. Duncan, you missed some Don't Get Me Star Trek. Duncan, we're talking about the TV license. Future Wolfington, Buck Tuna, Tiny Pies TV licenses.
That is a summary of this.
Previously on Don't Get Me Started, Miss Jeremy eating.
I've eaten 3 mince pies, 2 on stream, 1 pre-stream.
Why not have a universal government tax instead, regarding if you have a device?
Why not just not? Like, all of the only reason this exists is because the BBC needs like the license to keep commercial free and impartial and all that other bullshit that they are fucking not. They completely commercialise it for themselves and just advertise all of their own bullshit. Like, I don't want to fucking watch Strictly Come Dancing. Don't fucking advertise it.
I do want to watch Strictly, actually.
No,
I watched it the other day.
Hey, you know what? That's my fucking thing that's going in the sea. Strictly Come Dancing can get in the fucking sea.
Mate, you did this on purpose. You're such a motherfucker. Not because of me, but like, look who you've got in your fucking stream.
I've got the audience for this right now. And remember, this isn't like the cool wall that totally isn't ripped off from Top Gear. This has no veto power. And in the sea, right the fuck now, lightening the load of the sea.
Yeah.
Strictly Come Dancing. Yeet!
Turn up and watch us happen. Yeah, this is the section where we throw things in the sea that we don't want anymore, and TV licenses were my thing. And Jeremy's just selected Strictly Come Dancing. What's your problem with Strictly? What's not to like about women dancing around in like skimpy costumes to musical numbers? I bloody love that.
Well, it's mostly those things.
He's coming.
Here we go. Spam chat.
Here we go.
It's mostly the dancing.
Okay. Well, if you don't like dancing, Jeremy, probably you aren't going to like it.
No, I don't.
There's a lot of it in it.
I mean, it's the clue's in the name.
Yes.
Strictly, as in like exclusively, solely.
Don't you like how it's strictly?
Come dancing. I'm like, yeah, there's this dancing bit. That's where you've lost me.
In America, this would be Dancing with the Stars. I think is what it's called over there.
It is called Dancing with the Stars in this
So
States, yes.
in Dancing with the Stars, in England, it's called Strictly Come Dancing. Though quite why it's so strict, I've no idea.
The thing is, though, in what I've watched of it, it's just so fucking bullshit. They don't even, like, vote out the people who are shit at dancing. It's just a big popularity contest.
It is.
It's fuck all to do with the actual talent of dancing. So
did you see him put Strictly is greater than NFL?
Yeah.
Greater, yeah.
I mean, he's entitled to his incorrect opinion.
I'm so triggered. Jez doesn't like fun. Jez hates joy. Oh, man, I called it down now. I just did some research on Strictly Come Dancing. Fuck all that. But to be honest, I don't like Strictly, so I'm with Jez.
Yeah.
Strictly Ballroom and Come Dancing, it is that. You're quite right. Strictly Ballroom, you're right.
There are worse things. Like,
but even even the concept is Strictly Ballroom. I want to do some jazz. No.
Oh, is that what it's supposed to be? Strictly Ballroom? Well, it isn't.
Well, yeah, because there used to be a show in the 80s which was Come Dancing, and they brought it back.
I see. So they haven't even kept up with their own fucking premise.
I think they've kind of just like made a new name for it.
Yeah, well, it's a good job this is in the fucking sea. It doesn't exist anymore, isn't it?
You've ruined it for so many people.
Yeah.
I was going to watch that without my TV license. Now what am I going to watch without my TV license?
You've ruined it for so many people. I should have a bumper sticker. Kind of how I roll.
Angela Rippon used to host it. I was about to say, Angela Rippon did used to host Come Dancing. Now, the fact that you know that, Original Sarcasmo Man, suggests that you're probably... I mean, I think you could know that being younger than me, but I think that you're... As
an associated question...
That's my age busted. Yeah, you're older than me. It could be my brother for all I know. It could be Patrick. It could be Patrick.
He did say that you know him very well.
It would make sense, and he knows where Ashford is. So and he's been. I've taken his ass up to Ashford so many times.
Is he a Sarcasmo Man?
I mean, don't think he would ever select that as a... I would expect it to just be like Paddy B 1965 or something like that. I don't think he would pick that, but it could be him. But the fact Angela Rippon hosting Come Dancing is something that someone who was a child of the 80s, not a child of the 90s in my case.
Wolfington has won, and I will pull it back out of the sea if it becomes this. Strictly coming while dancing.
I don't think it's possible. Wank mode enabled, everybody. I don't think it's possible to come whilst dancing. I mean, I'm happy to try it.
Give it a go. Get back to us.
I know where Ashford is, but
To
we're
be
not
continued.
related. No, but I know that's true, Tamsinaki. Hey, you don't know that. We might be related. I know you know. I mean, just saying. I'm just saying that.
I know
Ashford
you know.
I know
But do
you know.
But do you know that they know that we know?
We know that they know. Come dancing while getting C&B tortured in the ballroom. Is that cocktails and bullshit tortured?
It's just you trying to make a cocktail and you're just flinging glass at them constantly because you're a clumsy motherfucker.
Strictly Ballroom was the film. Yeah. Strictly Ballroom is a Baz Luhrmann film, as I understand it, which I have a Baz Luhrmann box set, which has Moulin Rouge in it, Australia, Romeo and Juliet.
That's my Baz Luhrmann knowledge gone.
Romeo and Juliet, and we're out. And Strictly Ballroom. And I once watched it. I was like, we gotta watch Moulin Rouge, and we watched Moulin Rouge, and then after that it was like, do you want to watch anything else? No. Well, actually, I would watch Romeo and Juliet. It's fucking amazing.
I just swam out and got it out of the sea, Jez. Ha! Also, I can't swim and I died, but it was worth it.
Strictly come drowning.
Tamsinite fucking bastards.
Oh my
Gave
God.
my win to Nova. I'll fucking show them. Have this fucking amazing pun, you pricks.
Can't take this one away from me. What I want is for fucking Nova to say that about 5 minutes later.
Strictly come drowning.
Oh yes, Nova! Backstrokely come dancing. These are all. I mean, Backstrokely come dancing could be a kind of like a synchronized swimming version of it. I'm surprised they haven't done that already. I mean,
hey, that's what it's got to be now.
I know.
It's in the sea.
It's in the sea. Ah.
See, I'm just
This
such
is
a
improvising genius.
such a trend-setting,
Oh, I love it.
groundbreaking kind of guy that I've created a new show that is actually worth watching.
Yeah,
Wasn't that before?
yeah. And also, the women would be in like bikinis and shit, and that's sexy. And the men for the, I mean, I don't give a shit, but
And
like,
the men will be there.
will be drowned. He says sexistly. So, I mean, yeah. I mean, the masked singer is a thing,
It is.
and now they've got the masked dancer,
Yeah, I'm not sure about that.
which I saw advertised, and like, there's all these people dancing, and and one person's like, "You can dance," and I'm like, "Okay, God, is this what it's going to be?" And then they're like,
I mean, that's kind of how the Masked Singer rolls in the States as well. They're just like, this is definitely a professional singer. The thing is, cut to, it's fucking Sarah Palin.
we haven't done Am I the Arsehole? We haven't played. I've still got my Am I the Arsehole right here. No, no Am I the Arsehole yet. How are we doing? Well, we're doing all right. Normally it's an hour and a half, and we're coming up on that.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. All the time you guys are having fun.
As long as it's still Wednesday,
yeah,
we will still
keep
do
doing
it.
it a little bit longer.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but the thing about it is the clues and the singing lead you to guess who the person is.
Yeah.
If
a
it's
singing voice is still fairly distinctive.
Yes. You
Even
can work
though they
out, is it
mask
a
their
man, is it a
speaking
woman,
voice, yeah.
how old are they, what kind of like, where they come from, are they American, English, whatever like that. But it's just legs. It's just legs. And they're like, okay, I've seen that dance before. What is, and so, is that Beyonce? What's going on with her arms? Is she going like this? I don't know, I've seen that before. I mean, you can't. Yes.
The
yes,
spoilers help as well.
Spoilers, huh? We're still trying to work out who the original Sarcasmo Man is.
I mean, I've stopped caring, to be honest.
Well, I mean,
It's taken too long.
I kind of care. I mean, it might go until next week. That could be good.
I've just accepted them as original Sarcasmo Man.
That's
And
who they will forever be.
That's who they are now. Whoever they were before is dead.
It is decided.
And the original Sarcasmo Man is who this person is. I mean, they've generally been addressing you as the person who will.
Yes,
guess
I
who
know.
it is. So maybe that is a clue as to perhaps I don't know them.
Duncan loves Strictly. Strictly is definitely better than The Masked Singer.
You are not correct.
I wish I could relate Duncan the Singer.
It's
Unfortunately, I have
not-
taste. I only watch good TV shows.
It's not even better than the British Masked Singer. And the British Masked Singer was not as good as the American one. But British Masked Singer returns on Boxing Day.
I bloody love Strictly, actually. I think it's excellent. I was watching some of it the other day.
That's two things you like in the sea. God, you're not doing very well at this game.
You just keep picking things that I like.
Yeah. like better things. Shall we move on to another segment?
Yes, please.
Let's.
What do you want to do here? Because like I got quite ranty about the. I don't know if we necessarily need to do Haters Gonna Hate or whatever we call it now.
I think we need to do Haters Gonna Hate.
Oh, okay, fine.
I think strike while the iron is rent and get some ideas from the chat.
Okay.
And so get your ideas in the chat. What you want us to hate on, whether we like it or not.
Whether we like it or not, because this is the section we like to call Haters Gonna Hate.
Fuck this shit, I'm out. Fuck this shit, I'm out. No thanks.
If you've not seen this section before, you give us suggestions in the chat and we fucking hate on it. The Masked Singer, mate, you're going to have to do it because I think that is yours. I could do it, but I think you'll do it better.
Alright, okay. Fucking don't get me started on The Masked Singer. Fuck me. It's just another one of these reality TV fucking bullshit shows that people are going to tune into anyway because they just haven't got anything better in their fucking lives to get to. Just The Masked Slinger. I've lost my train of thought now. Yeah, reality TV in general is just fucking bullshit. But let's take this example of The Masked Singer and realise what a bunch of contrived tropes from reality TV it is. So you've got judges. They're not fucking judging anything for a start. It's not really a competition. The purpose of this show is that we, the audience, try and guess who the people in the masks are, but the judges, who are not judging anything, are really just there to listen to the performances and tell them that their performances are good, when invariably they are fucking not. Like, I'm sat here at home going, oh, that was fucking terrible, and they're like fucking streaming, crying, and just like holding their chest, and like, oh my god, that touched me in ways that I can't possibly imagine. And like, yeah, it touched me in ways I can't fucking possibly imagine. Now I feel violated,
and not in a good way.
So you got the judging panel who are not judging. You've got the celebrities in masks who are not genuinely celebrities. The amount of time they take off like, oh my god, I have no fucking idea who that is.
Clue.
Like, you could blame that on the fact that I'm British and I'm watching an American show and I don't really know many of the celebrities, but not to blow smoke up my own arse, but I'm pretty fucking up on American popular culture. So if I don't fucking know who they are, America doesn't fucking know who they are. Nobody knows who the fuck they are. Get the fuck out of here, whatever the fuck your name was. I can't even remember it, who was revealed when we watched the other day.
That's how memorable they were.
That's how memorable they were. They didn't even have a name. So yeah, Masked Singer. Masked, yes. Singer, not so much. Judges, not so much. What the fuck? Fuck the Masked Singer. Fuck off.
I mean, something you also we noticed the other day with the clues is that a lot of clues are dropped in there.
Mate, yeah.
That
They never pay off.
No, they were just lies.
Like, there's red herrings and there's just blatant fucking lies that are in there to fuck you off.
Yeah.
No,
it's like, this could have been interpreted that way. Joseph Gordon-Levitt, when we found that Joseph Gordon-Levitt was not the
yeah, oh, fucking hell.
When, they were saying, 500 days...
Major spoilers for the Masked Singer, by the way, if you have...
I mean, this one is past, but 500 Days of Summer, they were
one of the many free things that you can watch on Tubi.
On Tubi. 500 Days of Summer. This guy's had 500 Days of Summer, and I'm like, well, Joseph Gordon-Levitt was in 500 Days of Summer.
I've never seen Masked Singer, but I remember Sarah fucking Palin being revealed on it right as the world, as we knew it, was beginning to end. And you know what? Sarah Palin was fucking amazing.
That was brilliant.
I hate Sarah Palin, but she was fucking incredible. Makes it easier if you spoil it. I rest my case. Yeah?
Yeah, no, it is a lot easier.
It is, yeah.
If we tell you who they are. Well hated.
So, there have been some suggestions.
Yes, what
that we've had before. Actually.
Which ones?
So, Comrade Wizard suggests I hate on Power Rangers.
Yes.
Done that.
Yes,
You'd have to go back into the archive for that one. And this one, Tamsanaki says, tiny pies for the hating of. Now, you, historically, made me hate on the tiny pies of love, mince pies, in our very first Don't Get Me Started, which was then called Covideo Killed the Radio Star. So maybe now you need to hate on tiny pies
Yeah.
In general. Not just mince pies, because you do hate those, but tiny pies in general. Or just pies. Go for pies.
I can do tiny pies. I do, for a start, like, this stream went off to the races with tiny pies earlier. I don't really know how we fucking got onto that. What is wrong with you fucking guys? I honestly don't understand your love of tiny pies. At the beginning, I can't remember if it was Future, if it's Tamsinaki, or whoever it was when we started talking about that. I mean, is that a tiny pie? This is a regular fucking size pie. What's a tiny pie would be like a quarter of the size of that. And what would be the point of that? If you're saying that's a tiny... For a start, why the fuck are we even talking about tiny pies? Where did this come from? My pie that I made was a big one. Your pie's just a regular one. That's a tiny... That would be a tiny pie. The kind of ones that you get on a little kind of tiny buffet. Thank you. So, A, why are we even talking about tiny pies? It's a bullshit subject and it's all your fucking fault. But while we're on the fucking subject, what's the point of a tiny thing? What's the point of a tiny thing? A little bijou, little nothing. Like a little tiny, you get these tiny bits of cheese, little tastery little things. Because ultimately you're going to need 8 of the thing to be the thing you wanted. So what was the point of manufacturing or making a tiny version of a thing? For a start, if you make a tiny pie, the likelihood is that the pastry is still going to be the same thickness, because that's just going to be the case, because any thinner and the stuff would still come out. So ultimately, a ratio of pie to the good shit is going to be great. It's going to be less, as it were. The ratio of pie crust to it will be greater on a small pie. So if you have a small pie, you have less good shit. So why the fuck are you eating it? Why don't you just get a big pie? What's the point of it? It doesn't matter if it's a mince pie or a Bakewell tart or any pie. Anything that's in a small version requires you to have more of them. And that is just a waste of fucking time doing that.
Lady Sora's with you.
Just get a big thing. Eat the big thing. Of course she's with me. Every one of you should be with me. I can't even speak. I'm so kind of like angry about tiny pies. Tiny, and it doesn't stop there. Any tiny version of any of these sort of things. Like we were talking earlier about the heroes that you got in your stolen box of goodies. Why would you want to get a little tiny Milky Bar, a tiny Milky Way, a tiny Snickers? Oh, well that's that gone. Fucking buy a Snickers. Oh, small versions of shit.
Fun size.
Fun size. There's nothing fun about fun size. Trust me, I know. Just don't get me started. On that note, stop. Fun size my ass if you insist, Tamsinaki. She sets him up, we knock him down. I don't know what the chat said. I was getting really ranty, but you probably didn't agree with me.
Mostly agreeing with you.
You joined in. I love it. Thank you very much. You don't know why we love tiny pies. What's he? Oh God, he's the Israeli alien we were talking about.
So
yes,
I think we're okay with hating on things.
Yes.
So with some of the things that came out of that weren't related to pies in mind, I've got a little surprise for you.
Have you really?
I did mention earlier that there was a video that I found on Facebook. I watched the first 15 seconds of it. I'm like, fuck this! Stop watching it. I've got to watch this with Alex, and we're just going to react to it because Okay, I'm not going to preamble.
Are they going to be? They'll be able to see that, okay? Yeah.
They are going to be able to see it, okay. We should be able to hear it, okay. Everything should be fine. Here we go.
Do it. Is this another video you made? Is this my mum? Oh God, no.
Sex toys are one of the key contributors to polluting our rivers. Hundreds of otters and ducks die each year from choking to death on sad situation. So I just wanted to do something positive.
Hundreds of otters each morning. Typical. Where did you find this?
Stop Facebook.
I'm out here most mornings at sunrise.
This is the county in which we live, by the way.
You can hardly see the ground.
You can hardly see the ground. Oh, found one.
Found one.
Didn't have to look far.
What are they doing? This will be.
Anyone for tennis?
This has to be satire. I know it has to be, but at the same time,
because
It also seems a bit legit at the same time.
Midweek, and it was raining yesterday, so
I can't be
sometimes,
certain it's
right,
not real.
I'm all the way up to there. Oh look.
All the way up to there.
No, if a duck
Sex
swallows
toys
one of
everywhere.
those-
If a duck swallowed one of those, well, maybe you need more
Right.
practice, duck.
A successful morning. It's got the creative juices flowing. Now back to the studio.
Very important to wash them, obviously.
Tiff
I
upcycles
don't
the
really
sex
plan-
toys into
What
novelty
is
items
this?
for the village raffle.
For example, this makes a fantastic race car when you put
Do you
the
reckon
wheels
this
on
is
it.
like a charity shop where they squirrel the best stuff away for themselves?
Put some flames underneath, maybe a little
question,
window,
Duncan.
and then you just go.
Yeah, that's the
whoosh,
face, Nova.
Space. I don't know why people throw them away because they are so useful. You just need a little imagination.
They're also expensive.
Like
Why would you
this
throw them away?
doorstop.
Doorstop.
These make wonderful salad
Suction.
servers.
Salad service, yeah. If we
Oh,
weren't convinced it's
butterfly.
satire,
Look at that.
now we are convinced
Yeah.
it's satire.
Lovely little antenna and everything. I
Hey.
like that one. I think that's my favourite.
Is that an upcycled sex toy or is that a challenge?
A globe. Look at this. This coat will brighten up at any
globe.
way. This is a lampshade.
I've got a clip for you guys.
Amazing. Before she started doing this, you couldn't walk out your front door without being knee
Ray
deep in
Crott.
anal beads. But she's come in and grabbed the problem with both hands.
Hey, that was pretty good.
She's even managed to get an old dinosaur like me recycling.
After raising almost £500 for
It's a
charity.
huge honour, and I just want to make the town proud.
Get your dick out of my salad. That's a face of pride.
Congratulations.
Wank mode enabled.
I didn't read half that stuff. It doesn't matter. Did you enjoy that? I hope you enjoyed that. That was fucking well found. I love that. That's so good.
Yeah. And that is kind of come from an idea that Karis gave me for a segment that I neglected to do because I'm busy and stuff. But I think there'll be more of random shit that we find on the internet.
Yes, and I
this
suspect
show.
I would like to do that. Actually, I think random shit we find on the internet. If you've got something random that you want, then just let us know what it is and we'll...
Yeah. Drop it to us on Discord.
Yes, that's a place to go.
You can message us on Discord at any time.
Yes. If you like what you're seeing here, you can follow us, basically. You can follow, well, right now we're on the Jez Show. You can follow the Jez Show if you're on Twitch or anything like that. You can follow me at Always Be Chatting.
Press that button, it'll go bling and say you followed.
Yeah, it won't for me, though. I'll be very unhappy unless you go to my channel specifically.
There we go. That's how you do that.
Yeah, there you go. You can get it straight away.
It didn't bling D.
No, it didn't. Oh, well. It's only Duncan, don't worry about it.
Yeah, fair enough.
I actually feel dirty after watching that.
And if he feels dirty,
I know.
Captain goes straight for the anal joke.
Yeah. Where's my bling?
Where's my bling?
What up, you mothers? Whoop whoop! It's Captain Brilliant. Oh, mate.
He is back.
You are Captain Brilliant. Just
Do a bling. Okay, how's this for a bling? There you go. There's your bling.
yeah, Captain Brilliant. You just missed a fucking treat of a thing, which we're not going to repeat, unfortunately, but we'll let you know.
There's a VOD. You can go back and
You
watch
can
it.
find it. Oh yeah.
Which is a nice segue to say, if you do enjoy this show,
Yes.
there is an archive of every previous episode. This is episode 29.
Yes.
That means there are 28 other episodes that you can watch if you so choose. And that is maths.
Yes.
Just head to my YouTube channel. Search for The Jez Show on YouTube. They're all there. Or you can listen in podcast form. Normally, I'd recommend listening to podcasts when you're driving. That's a good use of your driving time.
Yes.
But you might laugh too hard and die.
Some of
because
this,
you
of
crashed
course.
into the ditch.
I mean, we read the chat out, and I don't know how easy that is to come across on a thing. But I'm glad that you're here. I think this is the real format. Thank you very much for joining us here. Captain Brilliant popping in and missing the dildo. the dildo.
Dildo upcycling.
Yes, dildo upcycling. Do you know what I know that it's just a joke, but I did like the idea that some people are like, right, we've got to get out in the woods and use our dildo, and then like, just leave it here, just leave it there, leave it there. So don't take it home. Right now it is 20 to 11.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere to go. It's 2:45. There's no one in the place. We have got one final section left.
We do.
And then a bit of a wrap up, and then we're going to fuck off. So shall we do the section that we all enjoy and you all enjoy and you haven't missed, which we call Am I the Arsehole?
Am I the asshole? No, it's the children who are wrong.
We trawl, and by we I mean he, trawls through the length and breadth of Reddit, and you can too, to find only the very best arsehole-ish statements that people have been questioning. Are they the arsehole? Based on a story that they tell us. And then we read them out, and we, the people, we bang that gavel, and we say whether they are the arsehole or not the arsehole. Now.
We, the people.
Jez is the A.
Oh, well, there's the answer to that question. That's the answer.
Very much. Good night.
Thank you for joining us.
Who is going first?
You can go first.
Okay. Wow. So this is... Wow, that's a big one.
That's what she said.
Okay, guys. You can read that if you can, but I'm going to read it out to you. So, this is an incident that happened about 18 months ago. Excuse me. That destroyed a long-term friendship. Oh my god. I've been thinking about it a lot. I want to know if I am the arsehole. I played Dungeons & Dragons with my best friend, female, his wife, W. Oh, I see, it's going to come back. His best friend, F, his wife, W.
Yeah, they were names that confused me as well.
I see that. I thought, because they normally use F as
a gender.
Yes, they do. So I played Dungeons & Dragons with my best friend, F, and his wife, W. And a few other friends. We played in the conference room of a hotel, but sometimes had to play in their flat if the room was booked. This happened around Xmas 2018. Their flat was incredibly small and we struggled to fit everyone in. We ordered pizza, and after I finished, I put my empty box under my seat to keep it out the way. I accidentally forgot about it. I never had before. Oh, God. Next game night, we played in a storage area instead, which was much bigger, better. However, my friend said that W had banned us from playing in the flat because someone had left a pizza box after the last session. This was said in a jovial tone, with a little hint of seriousness, as if it were a joke. I suspected myself, but nothing was directed at me. It was said to the group as a whole. We all laughed about it, and then moved on. The pizza box incident was never mentioned again. After this, W rarely came to games. In February 2019, I got engaged, and I organised a celebratory meal with friends, including F and W. I was going to ask F if he would be my best man. We heard nothing from them, so I messaged him to ask if they would be coming. Man, what a jump. Here is the message I got back, word for word with names redacted. We won't be coming. This may come as a shock, but me and W have just had a massive argument, and I'm afraid it's over you. Ever since the day you put a pizza box on the floor of the flat and didn't apologise, it's been festering. She feels you have disrespected her, and by doing so, have also disrespected me. It's like you don't even care. It came to a head last week when you barely even acknowledged her. She has given me the ultimatum. It's either you or her. She's all I have left. After all we've been through, I cannot lose her. She isn't coming to the game anymore because she can't stand to be around you. This needs fixing. This was the first time the pizza box had been mentioned in 4 months. I was extremely apologetic, but F told me he didn't know how I could fix it. W refused to speak to me. I ended up writing a letter of apologies. It was as nice and sincere as possible. There was a week of silence. My fiancé messaged the wife about it, against my knowledge. W never replied and blocked my fiancé. Eventually F said that they wouldn't forgive me. The letter of apology and message from my fiancé had upset W so much she was not sleeping at night. I sent a reply saying, in my eyes, accidentally leaving a pizza box on the floor isn't a huge deal. Not enough to cause this drama. I also told him if it was such a big issue, then someone should have talked to me about it. I said I was walking away from the situation and that he knew where I was if he ever needed me. I haven't heard a word from either of them since. This is the greatest one we've ever heard. This is so funny. Have you been enjoying the chat? Because this is just like so fucking fun. Okay. A pizza box. Of all the things my mates have left on the floor, pizza box doesn't even register. Fuck F and W. Yeah, fuck F and W. I mean, honestly, I don't even know how to start this.
Imagine W went out to the forests of Kent. You know? If she was offended by a pizza box, God help her if she heads down to the forest. If you go down to the woods one day, you're sure to find a surprise. It's a dildo.
Do you know, I don't even know where to start on this, but basically, he left the pizza box on the floor and forgot about it, and it was just a mistake, and it's not really a big deal. And she went, "The fuck?" And she has never forgotten it, which is completely disproportionate and
massively disproportionate,
and completely outrageous. And never went, "Do you want to go and Do you want to go and say to your friend, like, this was a big deal?" And then he could apologise. So basically, if you've got a beef with someone, don't keep it to yourself and bottle it up, because then they can't be resolved. So then when they do try and resolve it at the end, they were like, "Yeah, it's festering. Like, this was on you. What?" I mean, there's nothing to say, really. We all agree on this one.
No, it isn't really an "Am I the arsehole?" It's a, "Here, behold the arsehole."
It is for... Here is the arsehole we have presented to you. This is madness. Isn't it just absolute, complete madness? W needs to chill the fuck up. Chill the fuck up? Is that a thing? I love that phrase.
Chill the fuck out.
Chill the fuck up as well.
Why is the fuck up?
Might be her time of the month. Overreaction big time.
I mean... Sexism aside.
Yeah, sexism aside.
This is clearly over a prolonged period.
Yeah, I was going to say, it wasn't
months,
only that. So. He's the arsehole for leaving it. But the amount of... Oh, no, I've lost it now. It's gone now. But anyway, you're right. I mean, this is just outrageous. By the way, I love it. It's like he said, I was going to ask him to be my best man, but I didn't even hear anything from him. So we went, I guess I'll ask someone else to be... Like... How can you... If I think about the people I might ask to be my best man, I think I would know if they were going to say yes to this sort of thing. And the fact that, like, you didn't get anything back is like, well, maybe you weren't as good friends as you thought you were. But, oh my God, I love all this. It's like, she has given me the ultimatum. It's either you or her. The pizza box. Fuck me. I'm the arsehole for that comment. Carmen, well, I won't worry about it too much.
Yes, you are. But you have learned, and
nobody is probably going to care. I would imagine. I don't know. What the meal at your wedding? Pizza. Fuck you. Pizza, anyone? And once you're done with the pizza, just put it under your chair and clear it away later.
In this guy's situation, what I would do now is relentlessly order them like pizza every
their
fucking
house?
day. Just send a pizza guy to their house.
It's just insanity.
Should have made the pizza box best man. Yeah. Should just dumped the fucking wife and married someone else. What the fuck is this?
You were always leaving rubbish at my house. I just threw it away. No biggie. A clue!
Wow, this is groundbreaking information. You have been
to Original Sarcasmo Man's house.
To a house. And eaten pizza.
And
it could be a day.
It might not even be pizza. I don't know if it said pizza. Like, I've left stuff around that they just throw away. Yeah. I mean, do you know what? This
a tipper truck reverses into the wedding venue and tips a ton of pizza boxes on the wedding.
By the way, I mean, people come around here and leave stuff around, and I just throw it away. Yeah. That's what you do with
right
people.
Now, I have left a mince pie tin on the floor.
And I'll throw it away later.
Yeah.
It's like, I remember when myself and Duncan the singer used to live together, people would come round and have KFC, and they would leave the KFC, and I would put the KFC in the bin.
I mean, of all the things that are a big deal, on the scale of big deals, with, 1 being not a big deal and 10 being a massive deal, this is like -4.
Do you know, I'm just sorry, I got distracted a little bit. I was trying to work out how it originally is, but at any rate, it is fucking... Yes, you've picked this one just so we can take the piss out of these dickheads.
Yes, that is accurate.
This reminds me of a story I might tell, actually. But you do your one.
Rightio. I gave myself less effort, obviously.
I love reading, I do.
Am I the arsehole? Part 2.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a single mom in my 50s with 1 daughter. I got very lucky in that I bought a home in the Bay Area, which I assume is the San Francisco Bay Area.
Could be Boston, Back Bay.
Nearly 30 years ago for around $230,000. Before the tech boom, definitely San Francisco, and now the house is worth $1 million. I have a 23-year-old daughter, Camilla, who grew up in that house, and she moved out last year to go live with her boyfriend. I've never explicitly told my daughter the house is yours, nor has she ever asked anything about it. But just sort of common sense. That's my daughter. Who else would I give it to? One important note. There are 2 homes in the neighbourhood that are owned by lower middle class people. Me and a neighbour who's been here as long as I have. So she considers herself lower middle class.
It's very specific.
And has lumped this other person in with her. Just to keep you up.
Okay.
Otherwise, our neighbours are engineers and software developers. But what class are they?
It hasn't said.
What class are they? That's
I don't
the
know.
question on everybody's lips. The Bay Area is simply unaffordable if you are not in tech. My daughter is a hairstylist. Right. My fiancé Stephen and I have been together for 2 years. He has 2 young children, elementary school, he has joint custody of, who I adore and am excited to help raise them. Stephen and I don't have a ton in the bank, so a prenup seemed silly if it weren't for the house.
Yeah.
I told him that I'm ready to combine finances and plan long term with him. But I wanted a prenup agreement just for the house.
The house goes to my daughter.
It's a non-negotiable for me that my daughter inherits the house. He wasn't happy with this.
No kidding.
No fucking shit. He said that the $1 million split 3 ways is enough for all 3 kids to get a head start in life. I disagree. I paid 80% of the mortgage by myself, and Camilla is my only child. She can have her dream life, working as a hairstylist, living in the Bay Area, with this house, but will be unhappy, have to move out to a less desirable area if it's split. I spoke to Camilla about this, and she agrees, no shit, that she should get the house, and said she always planned on inheriting it. That's hard to say. Just like I always planned on giving it to her.
Am I the asshole? That's implied, by the way. Fuck Stephen. Stephen can do one. Anybody else want to hate on Stephen? No question. Prenup or bye-bye?
Absolutely.
We want prenup! They would shout if they were...
Well, they'd have to be asked the question first.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe.
Who want prenup?
We want prenup!
There you go. Nailed it.
Thank you. While we're discussing this, you want to drop us back to our big face?
Big face.
Big face. Big face.
Big
Yeah,
face.
fuck off, Steve. I love how Tamsanaki's like, she's the mistress, the queen of puns, but eventually she's like, fuck off. Fuck
Yeah.
off. She's like, come on, have a day off.
She can be a wordsmith,
just like,
or she can just get right to the fucking
it's just
cut
like,
of the jib.
remember that we said that she has writers writing for her. There's like a whole room of writers.
She's just handing a piece of paper.
It's like,
yeah, that's
a
a
good one. It's like, snitches get what? Snitches get what? Fucking hell! Get there before Nova! Okay, have a day off. We're just going to tell Steve to go fuck himself. Yeah, I mean, like, this is it, isn't it? When they mentioned, like, we've been together for 2 years, we're going to get married, the house is, he's like, well, he's obviously, his brain is like, well, the house can be split between all the kids. But it's like, talk about getting on a fucking gravy train. I don't know what that bullshit was about, like, the other people that live around here are engineers and blah, 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 blah. And, like, that's all largely irrelevant to
That
the
was
story.
largely just preamble.
Yeah, the bottom line of your
to
story
make
is
us
that...
hate her a little bit before she is totally in the fucking right.
Yeah,
I
she paid for the majority of this. Presumably Stephen in this section hasn't paid for any of it.
Well, 20% if my maths is correct.
Well, I mean, she paid 80, but I don't know if the mortgage...
And then they probably shared it beyond that, so maybe 10%.
Well, I mean, maybe I didn't read the first bit, but was she in a different... Because this girl, the girl that is her daughter, was from a previous marriage, one would imagine, and therefore maybe the other husband...
She made a point of saying, I'm a single mom in my 50s, so it sounds like she has been a single parent for a long time.
Okay, because I didn't know if it's implied here that Stephen has been recently contributing to this house. Because she seems to be... it strikes me that she paid for most of it for a long time.
I paid 80% of the mortgage by myself.
Okay, so who paid the other 20%? Because if it's the ex-husband, and who gives a shit about that? And if he's got part of it, then you might say, well, 20% of that. Like, I paid 20% of it, so how do we work this shit out then?
I mean, the ex-husband may have paid a lot of that 80% through alimony. And
her ex probably paid the 20%.
But...
Well, this is what I think. Who's to say? Fuck Stephen and fuck the daughter. Always planning on inheriting, bitch. Move for assuming. Move for assumptions. It sounds like you're a lawyer. Guess we're not getting married.
Yeah. No, and I think Duncan's nailed it there. It's like, give my kids $350,000 each. If you don't, you're out of order.
You're out of order,
like,
mate.
No. Fucking the entitlement, though. The absolute entitlement.
If he paid 20% in 2 years, he's doing okay. Yeah, right? I would imagine it. I get this feeling that...
I mean, if you get to a point where it's
he has come into this and it's already a done deal.
But like, if you get to a point where it's like, well, maybe you want to revisit that in 20 years when, you know, she has like raised the other 2 kids with Stephen and they have been part of her life for a lot longer and she's still alive and in that house. Then if you want to go, yeah, you know what? Like, I think these kids are as much your kids as your actual kid. Maybe they should be like part of the will now after all this time. Yeah, you're right. They deserve it as much. Not like immediately. No, we're entering this family and we're going to have the money when you die. Thanks very much.
Yeah, maybe she's only paid off 80% of the mortgage. I got the impression the house is done.
It does sound that way.
There's a lot of questions here, which she covers the fact she thinks she's lower middle class and the place is surrounded by engineers and tech. But she doesn't actually clear up the money, Lebowski. Where's the money? Bunny says you're good for it. Yeah, I mean, you could get this is it. She doesn't want to get married, and then by legal shenanigans, her daughter is screwed out of the house.
A lot of money.
He can have the rug. Tie the room together. This is one we could go back to on Reddit if we cared, and just kind of get into it. So, by the way, we have follow-up questions if you wouldn't mind answering them for us.
And did you all do your homework and go back to whatever it was we did last week that I've forgotten?
Me too. The guy who was the one that made me really angry. The one that it wasn't the one who's the kid broke the iPhone.
Yes, that was it.
The kid smashed the iPhone, and the
mother of the child refused to pay for it, even though she had insisted that they be given the iPhone. Yeah. So I hope you all did your homework, because as you can obviously tell by the fact that we could barely remember it, we obviously did.
Take this broken phone, let's fly again,
and yeet it in the sea.
It's nice. Well, I mean, you know, I think Stephen is only looking after his kids. And he's basically saying, look, if we're getting together and you love me, I mean, if I think about this in terms of, I can understand, like, you know, we shouldn't be suspicious of Stephen. He could be a really lovely guy who's with her and she's obviously happy and blah, blah, blah. But so he could be just reasonably saying, look, we're all big family. This is not unreasonable that we could share this sort of stuff together. Is it so important to you? So he's trying to be totally...
Not after 2 years, man.
No,
not after 2 years. No.
It was probably one of Stephen's stupid fucking kids that broke the phone. Oh my god, wouldn't it be amazing?
Or one of Stephen's stupid fucking kids that climbed on the back of that dude's truck.
Yep.
And wouldn't get off.
I don't like Stephen. Dump him. Yep.
I agree.
Yeah. Next week, Stephen's going to be in the sea. Stephen's kids get the house from their mum, and it's all fair. Assumptions been made in this post. Yeah.
Where's Stephen's house? What's he been fucking doing for the last...
Stephen's house.
Where's Stephen's fucking house to bring to this party?
He's the tech dude. Yeah, where is his... That's the thing. Where is his house?
Where are your assets, motherfucker?
Yeah, I think we should split it in three.
I think that the 23-year-old daughter should get your house, Stephen.
Yeah, well, what's he doing? What is he doing?
Fucking moocher, this guy is.
I don't like him. I think something is rotten in the space.
This is an episode of Law and Order waiting to happen.
Oh, it is. It is. I don't like this. Do you feel we naturally side with the author? Is this more often than not? We've done a few of these.
We've only found one person. Because the question is,
dude.
Am I the arsehole?
Yes.
The author asks whether they are the arsehole.
And it was Bowling Dude, who wouldn't lose to his girlfriend.
Yes.
Was the only one we knew he was a massive dickhead.
Yes.
Everyone else is, and he has misjudged it. Most people have judged it right. They go there seeking the knowledge, I think, secretly.
They seek the validation because they have either been told they're an arsehole and they're like, I don't think I am though, or they just have a massively guilty conscience and they want to check whether they've been unreasonable so that they can go and apologise or something.
No, the dress dude was the arsehole. Yes, dude. You're the guy who was embarrassed by his wife or his girlfriend.
Oh yeah,
went to school
wearing fucking dinosaur dresses and
to entertain the kids.
Yes,
he was two arseholes.
Yeah. Yeah.
But most of the time, I feel that the author is probably on steady ground and is the kind of person that takes the time. Well, I was about to say person who goes onto the internet to seek validation, but that doesn't mean anything. The internet's full of dickheads talking bollocks. But
no, but you're right. But as I look through for these every week on Reddit, most of the resolved ones are resolved as not the arsehole. So I don't think it's just us. I think it is.
Yeah. The lottery ticket woman aunt.
Oh yeah.
That's such a great description. The one who didn't have a lot of money, so gave her niece a lottery ticket, and the niece won loads of money, and then she went, I think I should have some of that money. Yeah. She's probably on the breadline as well.
So that's 3. Okay, there are more than we realised.
We're doing okay.
Yeah,
by the way, thanks very much for joining in and remembering. I missed Bowling Dude and Dress Dude. Well, Duncan.
Were you here for lottery ticket Auntie Dick? Don't think you were, actually.
Yeah. Auntie arsehole. Man, this section's amazing. The Bowling Dude was a guy who was like 21 years old, and he kept relentlessly. In fact, I know you didn't, because I made a comment about you, Duncan. He kept getting beaten at bowling by his girlfriend, and like after about 7 goes, his friends were giving him shit for losing.
And he was like, "Come on, honey,
to a girl.
Throw this one for me, will you? I'm looking like a dickhead in front of my mates.
Can't you throw the game?" So she tries to throw the game, I think, a little bit, but even her playing shittly is
not
still
good enough to lose.
Yeah, so he still loses. And then he goes out, he says, "I'm not afraid to say I cried." By the way, I don't mind if you cry. If you want to cry, that's fine.
Not only that, he fucked off.
He just left.
He went to the bathroom and fucked off and left her behind.
And drove home without her. And then he was like, and she was ringing him up saying, "Where are you?" And he's like, "I've gone home." And that was the Bowling Dude.
I've gone home because you're an incentive dickhead who beat me at bowling 6 times.
Mate, yeah. For a start, yeah. Oh man, for a start, I said Duncan's wife beats him at fucking everything. Duncan's wife is better at. This is what I said. I said Duncan's other half is superior to him in every game they play. Mini golf, table tennis, Guitar Hero. I'm not wrong, Duncan. Right? I mean, just the fact. Anyway, yeah, so that was that guy. And the Dress Dude was someone who was embarrassed because his wife, his girlfriend, was a school teacher, and she dressed up in fun kind of school teacher.
She would make her own like dresses out of like different animal prints. So if the school topic of the term was dinosaurs, she'd make cute little dinosaur dresses. If it was about Vikings, she'd make cute little Viking dresses. And she'd wear them, God forbid, out in public and embarrass him.
Yeah. When you get home, just take them off, right? Because it's embarrassing.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm embarrassed to be seen with you in that. This teacher sounds amazing, dude. That's exactly what we said.
Yeah. And she's like, but when she gets home, she doesn't take it off straight away. Sometimes she's on the bus or we're hanging out together and she's still wearing these embarrassing dinosaur dresses. And you would be so proud. We'd all be so proud, but obviously the dickhead was like... And the best bit about that one, we should remember, is that he lied and said that...
Oh, yeah!
He lied and said that his mother was embarrassed by her, right? So the mother-in-law, as it were, although they're not married, he said, "Well, it's not just me, honey. My mum thinks you look embarrassing as well." And she felt a bit embarrassed. So the woman rang up the mum and said, "Oh God, I'm so sorry that I embarrassed you. I'm just trying to do this for the kids." And then the mum went, "I never said that."
Sorry, what?
And the whole thing just went fucking boom. And so and by the way, that's an easy thing to check. You'd have thought that lie would have been easily found out. But the kind of guy who thinks it's embarrassing that his wife is entertaining the children is probably not the guy who thought that far ahead. So
we were going to go back and check, weren't we, for the P.S. I dumped him.
P.S. I dumped him.
Because that was totally the only outcome that was acceptable.
I'm better at mini golf, but otherwise, yes. Okay, fair. I mean,
no, he did, because he put P.S. She dumped me.
Oh yeah, she did. P.S. She dumped. You're probably quite happy to hear she dumped me, and the whole world rejoiced.
Yeah,
it was a shining light in 2020.
Boy, we have had a lot of great things.
Yeah.
On this Am I the Arsehole segment, and I think as we get towards the Christmas extravaganza next week, I think I'm going to go back and grab some of the best moments.
The best of
from the Am I the Arsehole segments, as well as Don't Get Me Started as a whole.
Yeah. Yeah. Sounds like a lot of guys get dumped. Well, they do.
Most of them fucking deserve it, because we're all trash.
Yeah.
Every last one of us.
Well, no, probably. So yes, that was a segment we like to call Am I the Arsehole? I know, right? I want some science dresses now. Yeah, Keris is going to make her.
Go for it.
Yeah. Periodic table.
And give you a fucking hard time and tell you you're an embarrassment to me.
You're an embarrassment. In the words of Madness. And his mum was cross with him. Yeah, the mum was like, the fuck? And he was like, oh, come on. You know what I'm talking about, right? That was it. What was the other one? Oh, yeah. And the woman who was the lottery ticket woman was the one who didn't have any money but still wanted to give her niece something. She said, I don't even have enough money to eat. But she bought a scratch card, gave it to the niece. The niece won like $50,000 or something like that. She went, oh, well, I don't have any money, so can you, some of that's mine, right? Fucking hell.
I think regular viewers should submit their own entries to Am I the Arsehole? I agree. Get the fuck on with it then.
Yes, you should.
Saves me a job on a Wednesday afternoon.
Yeah.
Get the fuck on with it. No, no one's going to stop you.
I think you need a 12 Days of Christmas song that ends in and a shed with no felt from shed store.
Well, luckily, we have a guy for this.
Yes.
Rooster.
It's called Rooster.
Rooster.
Yes, get on this.
Get on it.
Stole my wife's money and I burnt her dresses. Am I the asshole?
No, sounds totally reasonable.
Do you know what? The thing about the 12 Days of Christmas is that's a long fucking song.
It is. It's also another thing that I did as a university video project.
Oh, really?
With the same like eco-warrior activists.
They get to come back again.
Maybe I'll post the link on Discord for you. But I think...
Yes.
That...
Probably.
After 2 hours, 6 minutes and 15 seconds and counting brings us to a close.
Yes. Shall we leave now? Dance the Night Away. That's a great song. Great song. I'm going to sit down. Maybe I'll my socks are already off, Jeremy. Maybe the rest of my clothes will come off. Not while you're here.
Thank God for that.
Thanks very much for coming along.
Thanks very much for coming along. Now, I'm trying to think of a question to ask you, as is the tradition. So I'm going to leave you on the spot.
Oh, no.
And ask you if the first day of Christmas is a shed with no felt from shed store. What is the 7th day of Christmas?
The 7th day of Christmas is 7 tiny pies.